Hello there, and welcome to the session 0 for Tomb of Annihilation?
Oh shit.
That feels weird to say. Welcome. I'm here with Spencer and Colton, who are playing Ari and Ira, and we are continuing off where we had left off in Curse of Strahd, Waterdeep, Dragon Heist, Ghost of Saltmarsh. Where we last left off in the Forgotten Realms.
We're back, boys and girls,
And all everyone else.
Everything in between.
Yeah, and anything in between.
So, I don't have anything else to say here. We should just get on with this.
Go get you some of that G Fuel.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the patrons who we can't name off because we're pre-recording
This is a pre-recorded thing. So, yep. Hopefully it should be up soon. But thank you for joining us. All right.
Hopefully we exist by the time this video comes out.
I'm sure we do. All right. Well, last we left off in the world. You know what? Let me give a little bit of a background here. If you haven't watched Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Curse of Strahd, or Ghost of Saltmarsh, you are going to miss out a little bit. But you can probably still watch and know what's going on. I'll do a little bit of an explanation here. There isn't pivotal plot things you're not going to understand, but there are going to be some things you won't get. More character stuff. If you don't really care about that, then don't worry about it. Also, we are recording this at 1 a.m. because my schedule is so busy, and this is like the only time I have to do this. And also, we just decided to do it out of nowhere. So
I hate this. It's
great. Moose is also pushing his face into the tripod, so we'll see what happens there with my camera.
It hasn't moved yet.
So. All right, so you guys, Ari and Ira, have been a little busy over the past 2.5 years since the end of Curse of Strahd and the end of Waterdeep Dragon Heist as well.
Doing a few things.
Yeah. You guys, liberated Barovia. Ari became a masked lord of Waterdeep. You both became great owls. What is it called? Great owls?
Mm-hmm.
Of the Harpers. Let me fact check that real fast.
I think it's a wise owl.
Wise owls
owl.
of Waterdeep. Great owl. You became giant owls over the course of that, and you guys have become very, very influential people in the Harper organization. Also, your Harper pin is upside down, Ira.
Harper pen, what are you talking about?
What? Another Harper member tells you that, and you just, I like it upside down.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It was never upside down.
That's how it's always been.
Yeah. You're upside down.
And you guys have accumulated lots of money. You've accumulated a happy life here in Waterdeep. And only about a couple of months ago, you had about a year or so ago, it's like 10 to 12 months, somewhat ago, you had encountered another group of adventurers who had come from very far away from a place called Saltmarsh, who needed your help, and then quickly went on their way, and then you never really saw them again.
Good.
We also freed a aboleth in that time.
You did. You did do that. Excuse me. And as you guys went about your lives, you could tell that there's some kind of shift on the wind. And it's difficult to pin down, but you people as adventurers with your magical kind of nature and senses, both being changelings and whatnot, it's easy for you to discern that not all is well. Mm-hmm. The city of Waterdeep is, it's thriving, but, there are still some problems with the Zhentarim. And though most of them have kind of been purged back during the time of the Vault of Dragons over 2.5 years ago, it's still been, they still seem to thrive. you cut off the head of one part of the snake and another one grows. And they still find ways to overpower the Harpers in certain situations, take control of groups of people. And it almost dives back into this faction war once again, with mostly just the Harpers and Zentrims just kind of butting heads. There are new players that show up here and there. Ira keeps track of them. Mert sends you guys out to make sure nobody gets hurt in the process. And nothing crazy happens. It's more of like a Cold War, if anything. It's just still, like the calm before a storm. And it is the middle of what would effectively be summer in the Forgotten Realms, which I'm going to find out. I have the calendar right here.
We've already dealt with this once. Why again?
Or I suppose it would be about spring.
That's not too bad.
That's better.
And it is... Oh, come on. Where's my calendar here?
I suppose I should make a new entry in my notes on D&D Beyond.
Journal.
Nice. There it is. All right, so...
Not how you spell Annihilation, but it is 1 in the morning, and I
It
don't
is
care.
the third month of the year, we will say. Or maybe the fourth. It is Tarsak. That's the fourth month of the year. Also known as the
Tarsak.
Claw of Storms. And there you can see nice moose ass in the distance.
What is he on?
He's on the
The
little thing.
Oh.
So yeah, you spell that Tarsakh. The common name is the Claw of Storms. That's the name of the month, and it's about to be the annual holiday known as Green Grass, which is like it's a spring kind of holiday. It's a time of like rebirth, and there's a lot of flowers that goes on, or flowers that goes on. That doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of it's flowery. It's like Easter, you know?
There's a lot of celebration.
A lot of celebrating going on in Greengrass. And it's starting to warm up just a little bit. It's not like, super hot just yet. It's a cool 80 degrees this day in Waterdeep. It gets hot in Waterdeep. It gets really hot.
Is it like here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's 110
It is.
today.
It gets real cold. It like snows. And it's like even worse. It snows in Waterdeep, and it also reaches like 100 to 110 in Waterdeep as well. So
how you reach a temperature like that on an oceanside city, I don't know. But
Magic winter and magic summer.
I dare you to go to Los Angeles, where they're right next to the ocean, but still hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And
So, though.
what are Ari and Ira doing on this day? You two are together. That's your only prerequisite, is that you two are together right now.
Probably at the tavern?
And it's the day of the celebration?
No, it's like a couple of days until Greengrass.
Okay, yeah, probably just at the tavern, like
Okay.
prepping.
I am setting up green grass decorations in our tavern.
Your patrons have really been wanting you guys to make some Greengrass themed drinks. So
Anything with gin.
that makes
Flowers.
sense. Oh,
Yeah.
here you go. Here's a little excerpt. Greengrass is a festival to welcome the first day of spring in the calendar of Harpdos. It occurred annually between Tarsak 30 and Mertul 1. First, traditionally, the wealthier people brought out flowers to give to the less wealthy, and either wore them or spread them on the ground to encourage the deities to usher in the summer. So it's a flowery celebration of spring. Of spring. So
Cool.
What if we named one of the drinks Blooming Buds?
thanks, I hate it.
Perfect.
Flower buds?
Flower buds. Yeah, that's good. What do we put in it? Do we put flowers in it? Like is it like a vodka drink that we add like a rose to, like a rose water to give it like a flavor?
Gin is made of flower, right?
Yes, it
Flowers.
is. But
So
is gin made of rose? I don't think it is. I think it's made of like juniper, right?
what if we just colored it red with
That
something?
works.
And you guys are just discussing this while
Yeah.
a busy tavern happens around you, and you have your different people that you've hired throughout the years in
Head chef, Cheapest's wife.
Yep.
Yes.
And all of your
Mrs. Cheapest McGeebus.
bartenders
think
and
she
waiters
was-
running around serving people.
Was she ever given a first name? What is Cheapest's wife's name?
Cheapest.
I don't remember her name.
Okay.
Her name is Mrs. McGeebus.
It's one of those weird situations where you meet someone with your name and then you fall in love with them, and they're both called Cheapest. I know. I've
What a
heard of
rare
like
occurrence.
2 women named Sarah who were like, yeah, we're lovers now, and we're both called
All right.
Sarah.
It'd be kind of
Perfect.
weird if you were Jacob.
Well, yeah.
It'd also be kind of weird if I was Spencer. Not
Yeah.
that weird though.
Anyways,
you guys are talking about what new drinks to kind of bring into the tavern, and stepping into the tavern is a half-elven man. You two recognize him. He is a Harper agent. He is not wearing any kind of like blue cloak with a Harper pin on it. He's just in regular attire, a brown vest. And he's not wearing a cape or anything like that. He's just got a sling over the side of him with like a bag on the side. And he's got like these tan pants, and his hair is kind of pushed back and then like oiled up because people in Waterdeep are fancy as heck. And he walks in, and he's got these bright, pointy, he's got these shoes that are leather, and they're pointy, and they're like they're like shiny. They look like they're freshly cleaned. And he walks over to the side of the counter, and he sits down, and he says, "Greetings, friends."
hey Jim, what can I get you today?
Oh, well, I think I've got something for you today, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
what news?
well, boss wants to see you.
Okay, and he sent you. Why?
Well, it's a bit urgent.
So we need to go now then?
He's waiting on you.
That's easy enough.
All right, well, like untie the apron that she's wearing.
I wasn't
and put
pulling
it
you
on a
away
hook.
from something busy, was I?
No.
No.
Well, that's good.
I'll kind of catch one of the bartenders and tell him quickly of the new drink and tell him to add it to the menu.
Sweating bartender looks over towards you. He's young, baby-faced, kind of just staring at you. He's like, "Yeah, okay, all right.
And I hand him a gold. Thanks.
Thanks, boss."
Yeah.
And then
Call
you
it a
see one of
bonus.
the other bartenders. She's like wiping down a table. She looks up. She's like, "Fuck." And then she sees that you see her do that, and she just kind of goes back to what she's doing.
Everyone else will get it when we come back. Don't worry.
And they just kind of shrug.
You're gonna bankrupt us one of these days. You know that, right?
It's like 10 gold.
Jim leads
You
you
make
with
more
his
than that in a minute.
freshly shined shoes right out of your tavern and down the street onto a carriage. You see a carriage is prepped for you, and he leads you inside, and you guys sit in. The coach kind of hits the horses, and you guys make your way off. And it's a rather busy day today in Waterdeep. People are walking around with umbrellas, and they're ridiculously over-the-top gowns, and their suits and clothings and big puffy pants, and people are getting ready for festivities that'll be coming up in the coming days. And it's a nice day, a couple of clouds in the sky, and he looks towards the two of you, and he says, "That tavern keeping you guys busy?"
Yeah, most days.
Busy enough.
So, Jimothy, how's the music scene?
Why do you call me that?
Um,
It's just Jim. Anyways, the music scene?
yes, you're a bard, right?
Yeah, well, haven't been having a lot of work recently. I've been going on so many courier missions that haven't had time to write up any new songs.
Oh, well, you can play at our tavern any day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Mert told me you guys would set me up. Well, just let me know and I'll come down and I'll play whenever you want.
You could play tonight.
I'm busy tonight.
Well, how about tomorrow?
I can tomorrow.
Then tomorrow.
Awesome, thanks guys. And he kind of looks a little excited.
I look over and we probably like pass the freaking like fancy shop that we way back in the very first episode of Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we may have to go by there. I think our clothing got ruined last time. The spilled drink incident? Yeah.
No.
No?
Why would
Oh.
we need new clothes? Are we going somewhere?
Well, there's the celebration coming up.
Eh.
Eh.
I have
You guys
nice
aren't going to do
things.
anything for green grass?
I already have a nice thing. Dress, clothes.
Yeah, but my God. I'll do it myself.
And you guys kind of travel through different wards of Waterdeep as you eventually make your way further south. And eventually the carriage kind of stops in the middle of the road. You guys are left onto the other side towards an alleyway. And as you're led towards the alleyway, Jim makes his way over towards a door. And not a door, sorry, a wall on this like section of buildings that is in this alleyway. And as he goes over towards one of the walls, and you guys are super used to this, but the audience isn't. As he goes over towards the wall and kind of reaches in, and a door comes out of it magically. An illusionary building sitting here as the Harper's base of operations that nobody is aware of.
Quick question.
Yep.
How many of the Harpers are aware that Ari is a Masked Lord? Do I know? Is it just Mert? Or do I just kind of like suspect that Mert knows?
It is all suspicion and intrigue. It is all tongue-in-cheek, and it is all like, if you don't know if Mert knows. But if you went to Mert and was like, do you know Ari is a Masked Lord? He'd probably be like, no, I never knew that. And it's like, I can't tell if you're lying or not, if you knew the whole time, or like that's all of the political aspects of Waterdeep is like, do they know? Do they? Maybe they do. Who knows? And so not even Ira or even Ari knows.
Yeah. It would be a point to say now then that Ira's never mentioned it.
That makes sense. Ira obviously knows, but you know.
Yeah, they live together.
Anybody
Ira's not even supposed to know, is he? Technically.
Technically not, but you know.
Eh.
You're already a part of a secret organization.
Yeah.
You two are changelings and change your appearance all the time.
We're both changelings. We're part of a secret organization, and marriage is weird like that. You just find out things.
Can't kill my husband because he found out I'm a Masked Lord. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No one needs to know.
All right.
Anyways, we enter the Harper.
You enter the Harper base, and you guys make your way up some steps that kind of spiral upwards. And Jim says, "I'll see you guys later," and he kind of shuts the door.
Jim.
Bye, Jim. And as you guys make your way up, you head your way down this routine hallway, goes up this spindling kind of almost like fortress that the Harpers use. It's more like a bunch of combined. Wizard towers, if anything, and you guys walk across bridges and whatnot until eventually you make your way into Mert's office. And you go outside the door. I assume you knock on it.
Yeah. Like just a little bump bump.
The door opens, and you see Mert is currently standing over on a balcony. And this is like a standard office. There's a desk in the front. There's some bookshelves on the sides. You see like a telescope on one end. You see a couple of teleportation circles scribed onto the floor. There's a nice rug in the middle. And you see like a mage hand slowly disappear away from the door as he kind of stands on the edge of a balcony outside of these like pane windows that stand outwards. And Mert kind of peers over Waterdeep below him. He currently has like a pipe. He's currently smoking. And he says, "Ash, come in."
Is there anyone else in the room?
No, it's just him.
Okay.
And he's currently standing outside.
Come in and close the door.
All right.
Urgent business?
He doesn't respond. He just keeps staring out into the into the city with the sorry, I'm getting that music going. I'm saying a lot of uhs here. Let me turn it down just a little bit. He's just you say urgent business, and he just kind of continues staring, his back towards you.
I'll walk out to where he is.
Kind of just turns and eyes you. He's not wearing his hat right now. Neither is cape either. He's just kind of has his long, curly, kind of blonde hair resting on his shoulders. His mustache, freshly curled. His goatee looks very nice. And he looks over towards you.
Not so often you call us here so quickly.
It's urgent. Kind of puts out the pipe. I feel as if something's going to happen, and I'm not sure when or where it will strike. But I feel it. It's too quiet. He turns around and he says, "Ah, Ari, darling, it's good to see you again."
You too? I don't know what you need from us. We're not taught to be I don't know, to see the future. We can't help you in that way. Versed in divination.
There's rumors floating around, all around Faerun, even here on the Sword Coast, of a curse. I've just heard its name on the wind, a shadow slowly looming over the world. I don't know what it means, but someone has paid us, the Harpers, a substantial amount of money to find its source. All of these vague clues and all of this money lead me to nothing. Only a few leads.
What's it called?
I don't know. Some people are calling it the Death Curse. I don't even understand what that means.
This is all a rumor?
It's a rumor until someone drops 500 platinum pieces for you to find out where the source of this curse is. And another 500 if we solve it.
Any rumor on the location?
No. I'm not even sure what it does. Which is why I've come to you two. The rest of our wise owls are out on missions in Baldur's Gate. Some out in Daggerford. Few up north, near the ridge. I only have you two, and I need you two. I need to know what's going on.
Right. Where are we headed?
Thanks, Moose.
I pick up Mert's cat and I console it.
Oh, yes. The only people I know who would be involved in some kind of death curse would be the Red Wizards of Thay. Are you familiar?
Am I?
You guys can roll a history check.
Ooh.
Red Wizards of
Can
what?
use my new
Thay. Thay.
new D20s.
Go for it.
New set.
Shit. Give me one moment.
Dummy forgot his dice. That is a 13, my friend.
All right, you've never heard of him.
No, I'm not aware.
See if Ira gets above a 15.
Above a 50?
A 15.
Oh, I was like, that's not possible.
50 DC. I just want to show off my little gelatinous cube.
Aw.
Look at him.
I have the cart from Barovia in the background.
That's pretty cool.
My old Ari Mini and my new Ari Mini that I won't get to use.
Very nice.
This is a thing.
I have awaited this day
Give me that roll.
that I can roll these fabulous dice.
Oh no.
Yucky.
The chaos
Yucky.
dice.
I hope you get a 1.
I didn't get a 1.
Damn.
And because I'm a bard, I'm just good at everything, so that's a 25.
You have heard of the Red Wizards of Thay. The Red Wizards of Thay are a secret cult-like group of very, very powerful wizards that have all come together to basically... Here, I'll read you this. Sorry if my keyboard's really loud.
Mine probably is too. So.
They're an organization of wizards, and they are notorious for their nefarious spellcasting and ruling of the inhospitable but well-inhabited country of Thay. They have been known as slavers, demonologists, and magical experimenters, and almost all of them are liches.
Sorry, what?
They stop at nothing to be the most powerful magical beings in all of Faerun. That is the legends of what you've heard of the Red Wizards of Thay.
That's terrifying.
So Ari's like, I've never heard of them. And you hear, hey, the most powerful wizards in all of the Forgotten Realms, who are all liches, are probably the people behind this. And he says, are you familiar?
No.
Yes. I guess it makes sense.
You never fail to disappoint me.
I hear a lot of stories.
You're welcome for finding him. I found him.
It's true.
You're welcome. So these wizards.
So you're telling me that our only option is to go to a leadership of liches.
Well, it's why I asked you to, and not anybody else.
That's
you
fair.
think that Ira and I can just take out a lich by ourselves?
No. I don't want you to kill anyone. I'm
I
not
think we
sending you somewhere to kill or stop anyone. I need information.
Yeah.
I want to teleport you to Thay. I want to teleport you to their headquarters. And I need you to break in and find this information.
All right.
Do you happen to have a scroll for us to get back?
Yes. And he pulls out a scroll of teleportation and he hands it to you. He says, you may want Ari to be casting that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably.
Then he says, listen, the quieter you're able to pull this off, the better. Obviously. Stealth is always key. I don't want you to kill anyone. But if they get in your way, don't hesitate.
Well, at least that's something we've always been good at.
If anything, I'm not scared of you killing anyone. I'm scared of you getting hurt. These wizards are very powerful. Nothing like you've ever seen in the likes of Waterdeep.
Oh, boy.
Well,
I would imagine each one of them is comparable to Strahd himself.
I didn't encounter Strahd, so I have no idea.
No, but vampires and liches are equally notorious.
If there's one thing you should look for, try to find the records office, if they have one. Anywhere that they write down their goings-on. See if you can find anybody that was recently deployed anywhere, sent anywhere, on some kind of mission.
You can do that.
All right. Well, if you're ready. I myself have been to Thay once or twice before. I can send you there on my own.
I need to collect a few things.
What do you need?
Like my stuff.
Your stuff?
Yeah, my stuff.
All right. Return once you're prepared.
All right.
I'll go with Ari back to the tavern.
All right, you guys make your way out, and he says, you know, you can just take the teleportation circle.
That's right. It goes to the attic now, doesn't it? Why did we ride the carriage all the way?
Oh, I wanted you to meet Jim.
In our attic?
Have you met Jim before?
I have.
Yes.
Oh, well, he wanted to talk to you, so I decided to give him the opportunity.
Yeah, I told you. You may not have... It was... Yeah. I did tell you that we put it in.
I don't remember, but I'm not mad. That's wicked. Where does it just come here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll walk over to it and...
he says, it's not in my office. It's in the teleportation circle room. And he says, you'll need your key, of course, which you have, Ira.
Yeah.
Nobody can just willy-nilly teleport into your house.
Right.
And you guys make your way down the hall, down a couple stairs towards a room. You head inside, and it's just a room of teleportation circles. And you guys find yours. You go over it and open it, and teleport back towards the to the tavern.
I go up to
appear in your attic.
Is there just like a set of scrolls that I can like grab one and use it? Because I actually can't cast that spell.
Cast what?
Teleportation circle.
Well, there are automatic teleportation circles.
Cool. The Harpers
I'm gonna
have access to the cool shit. It's fine.
go down to our room, and I'm gonna get all of my magic items and such, and
All right.
some rope.
I'm gonna
Some
go down
rope?
and I'm gonna go down and fulfill my my statement to the rest of our workers and make sure they each get a gold.
Okay, you go down there like, hey, we got a raise!
Woo! It's a bonus. It's not a
Bonus.
raise.
Oh,
You got it. How much do you think we should take with us?
I'm just taking all my things.
Right, I'm talking the money.
I don't think the liches are gonna sell us anything.
No, but we might be able to convince them if we get caught with.
You think we
nice
can bribe a
bag
lich
of-
with money?
I think I can bribe a lich with money.
That's fair. You are quite persuasive. I don't know. Take as much as you want, as much as you think a lich would find acceptable.
All right. So Jacob, in a lockbox in our room, I have a bag of holding that has individual pouches of 50 platinum, equating 1,100 platinum. I'm going to take 200 of that and 40 gold.
okay. 200 platinum and 40 gold.
I just want you to know this means that I effectively have 11,000 gold as Ira. And I'm
Alright.
sure Ari probably has at least that much.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Too
I
rich.
do know.
Wouldn't you like to know,
Uh,
weather boy?
She has effectively 16,000 gold.
Oh my gosh.
Her.
So Ari and Ira have like 40,000 gold between the two of them.
Incredible.
What do you
All
get when
right.
You saved the world twice.
Yeah, and when Jacob tells us it's been 2.5 years, and we go, how much would we have made in those 2.5
Oh,
years?
I didn't even do that.
Oh.
So I probably have more money, but it's not important.
Those
Anyways,
are all in
back to
stocks.
Mart's.
They're not liquid
Yeah,
right
stocks.
now.
they're not liquid. We keep putting money in on the Harpers.
Yeah.
You know, eventually that we're gonna see them rise.
Let's go to.
It's more like
back to
taverns,
Mert.
tavern stonks. All right, you guys make your way back to Mert. You head up towards his office, and as you head in again, he's sitting at his desk, and he looks up towards you and he says, "Are you ready?"
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Please be careful. I would hate to lose you.
I know.
I would
I'm
hate to
your
lose me
favorite.
too.
He just kind of laughs a little bit, and he says, "Please stand on the circle." He goes over towards it, and he brushes
This is
away
an
some of
oval.
the. It's what?
This is an oval.
No, it's not.
Looks like an oval to me.
It's because that's where you're standing.
Right.
It is an oval.
It's not an oval.
It's like an
It's,
oval to
it's
me. Mert.
not. It's not an oval. I'm not. And he goes back to drawing. The teleportation circle that you guys are standing on is a part of his room. It's in the corner, and it's not made of wood or stone. It's made of this like chalk-like material. So he's able to kind of brush it off very easily and just redraw the new
perfect.
teleportation circle onto
cool.
it. And then as you step onto it, he says, "All right, be careful. Goodbye, and
Bye.
find information. You know what to do. I trust you."
Of course.
All right. And you guys teleport away. When you feel the surging of magic hit you, and you feel weightless for a moment, and then the next moment, you feel yourself falling, and you land. And you are standing on what looks like a plateau that overlooks kind of like a castle. And you're very, very, very high up in the air. And you kind of look down and around, and you see this dried, gray like landscape below you. It's overcast in the sky, almost like a dirty brown kind of color. And there's like distant storms raging off in the distance, mountains way, way, way off where those storms are raging. And you seem to be in a very, very different place. It's actually like even like a little bit darker, like the time is different. You've teleported somewhere very far away. And
do I know how far away Thay is?
I don't know how far away Thay is, so let's find out.
Good luck.
Whoops.
Let's see. That's where it is. All right. Oh my god, that is such a huge map.
Yeah, that's why I said good luck. The map of Faerun is massive.
It's just so huge, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see the full size image. Oh, there it is. I found it immediately.
Nice.
And then I lost it.
Oh. Bullshit. You didn't find it. You're lying.
I did. I zoomed in and I saw. Oh, there. Oh my god.
What?
It's nighttime.
Oh.
It's so
We're on the
far.
other side of the
You're
world.
on the other side of the world.
Oh.
So,
Great.
like, here's an idea for you. You guys know this. So you've got the Sword Coast, like, here, right? Here's Sword
Right.
Coast. And if
Mhm.
Chult is, like, down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thay's over here.
Oh.
It's so far.
Alright.
So
Okay.
far.
You'd think Mert would have told us it was going to be nighttime.
Well, I can see.
But you both can see.
Yep.
Changelings have dark vision, right?
Yes, they do.
All right. In case you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure we explained this, but Ira is now a changeling. So, thanks, Viridia.
Thanks, Viridia.
Praise be to the Duck King.
Only way for Ira to get his happy ending, which is now no longer his ending, as we're playing the characters again. So.
And I'm gonna send you guys just a basic idea of kind of like where you are.
Please, thank you. You know how I do with no map.
Well, you're not getting a map. You're getting like a picture.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is it just to the house chat, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys are kind of on that
Okay.
center plateau area.
All right.
Center plateau, so like
Yeah. See that center area with like the little thingies with the bridge? See the bridge connecting into the thingy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, kind of down towards
The very middle.
in the rock.
Nope.
No.
See where the tower all the way on the right is?
Gotcha.
There's a bridge,
Yep.
And then there's the flat part. That's where you guys
We're
are.
in the flat part.
Yep.
Is this place big or is it like kind
It's
of small?
relatively large. It's not massive, but
Is
it's
it like a castle? Is it like Ravenloft? Is that the
it's
concept?
it's like a fourth of the size of Ravenloft.
Okay.
And you guys are currently standing on that that front area, and you can see it just looks out into the world below you, and you're on this floating island, and you don't see anybody around at the current moment. You guys have just appeared here. From what you
Colton,
can see,
Can you,
sorry,
can you remind me? Do you have invisibility as a
I
spell?
do.
Oh well.
And I can cast it on both of us,
Oh.
actually.
Go ahead.
so there is a bridge on your guys on your right that leads over towards a tower. There is also another tower directly in front of you, and then there is a stairway that hugs along the side of like the main part of the castle area that kind of goes up to another plateau area that you can like look out.
Question, Jacob. What do I know about liches and their ability to see things?
Their ability to see things like a true sight.
Yeah.
Given your expertise with true sight, you can go ahead and make an Arcana or Nature check.
Definitely go in Arcana. Alright. Damn, 14 again, plus 7, so 21.
It's not like Ira knows a lot about liches. It's more like Ira would be surprised if liches didn't have true sight. They're just so powerful that it'd be like, they probably have true sight.
think that casting invisibility on ourselves might just be a false sense of security.
Why?
Remember when I could kind of see everything back in Barovia?
Yeah, and you were gloomy all the time?
Well, my liches are probably gloomy too. Who am I kidding?
Yes.
They can probably see everything too.
Do you think that it's just liches here, or do you think they have like guards and, you know, slaves? Because liches are evil.
I don't see anyone else. They probably wouldn't let any regular people near their castle.
All right, then.
Let's be honest. If you were that powerful, would you really be like, oh, I need someone to protect me?
I guess not.
Do we have guards?
No, but we did get, I did almost get killed that one time.
Yeah, so did I.
Because we didn't have a guard at our house, so.
Yeah, and I almost died by falling off of a carriage.
Yeah, you did die. I stopped that. Well, then I guess we won't be invisible, and we'll hope for the best.
It would also be better for us to know where the other person is, I think. Because if I turn both of us invisible,
You guys, in the middle of your conversation, can hear footsteps coming down that stairway I just described.
And I stealth. I hide behind...
All right, you've got nowhere to hide on this thing unless you, you're on basically like a tall kind of cliffside thing with like these little what are the names of those? It's like a wall with little holes in them, that are on the top of castles. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name. You're basically on that. It's just flat. There's a bridge and a tower, another tower directly in front of you, not connected to a bridge, and a doorway right next to the stairway coming down.
Well, shit, let's test this theory. Why not? And I'll grab Ari's hand, and as I grab her hand, I cast invisibility on both of them.
You both go invisible. You cast that second level?
Third level.
Third level because it's a second level spell, right?
Yeah.
You both disappear in the middle of the air, and you're just gone. And
I keep a hold of Ari's hand because otherwise I will have no idea where she is.
Right. You hold on to her, and the two of you are invisible, and you see walking down the stairway is a very interesting looking woman. Oh, I think my camera battery died. Give me 1 second. I think I have to fix that.
That's an oof.
That's a beautiful face there. Wow.
This is what happens when it's 1:41 in the morning. Jacob has frozen into the.
Cool. Uh-oh.
I think he's swapping his camera back.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it's back.
He's back.
And Moose immediately jumped into my spot.
Aw. Buddy.
Moved.
Oh.
He's back. Oh.
Oh.
He's so close.
He close.
It's like you could just reach out there and touch him.
Oh. It's a vibe check.
Vibe check. All right. Sorry. And you see this woman coming down.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks like this. I'm going to send you guys a picture.
This is scary because depending on what she looks like, I'm gonna be like, well, we're fucked.
I'll put it on the overlay for you guys while I'm
Maybe
editing
we're
this.
okay.
She's bald. She has tattoos down her face, and she has this long kind of like this like neck piece that goes up towards her face, and this long red like tunic almost. It's almost like a dress. It kind of goes down to like her legs, but she has like it's like robes. It's robes, and there's like bits of armor on it almost that are kind of on the sides of the shoulders that flare out, and all of this necklace that goes, and each little circle around the necklace, it has like a skull on it. And she is currently looking down, her very pale head facing away from you, and her like very dark eyes staring down into a book. And she is currently walking down steps, walking down a book, reading a book, walking down a book. Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. My name's Jacob Buds. I don't know how to describe anything, so...
All right, so
sorry.
Can we stealth to try to stay out of the way
I was
quietly?
just about to say roll a stealth check. Both of you roll stealth. With
you have advantage.
Ooh.
I'll use the D&D bot as my other dice for
D&D
purposes
bot.
of advantages. 27.
Okay.
17.
17 and 27.
I needed that advantage because my other one rolled a 4.
As you do this, you guys just hold really, really still, trying to be as quiet as possible. Are you like? And you watch as she walks forward towards you guys, still reading in the book, looks up towards the door that is directly in front of her, and you watch as she holds up her hand, and it just opens, and then she walks in, and it slams behind her. So it's like the stairway going around the castle. There's a door right at the end of it, and she walked into it.
All right.
Is that what we need to take to go deeper in, or is that what we would need to take to go out?
You're not certain. It definitely goes into like the castle area, but there's also a tower at the end of a bridge, and there's also a tower directly in front of you. But that door she just went into goes into like the main building.
Gotcha. We could try the other. We could try.
There are also lots of windows.
Jacob, I know that I am not a paladin or cleric, but I have a little bit of holy magic myself.
Okay.
Is there any way for me to roll like nature on this woman to know if she was undead in any way? Like just.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, it would be Arcana.
13.
She did not look undead.
Okay.
I think she would have seen us if she was a lich. That is. I guess it's probably not true that all of them have to be liches. I just know that most of them are. Regardless, she was reading a book, and maybe where she came from is where she got the book.
So we should go back that way?
I think
Where she
so.
came? All right.
We could try it.
Go ahead. Lead.
All right. I'll, I guess, effectively be dragging Ari along.
Yeah, you guys walk together.
Baby.
As you head up the steps, and it kind of rounds its way around the main building of the castle and heads up to another like outpost area that looks out into the distant lands of Thay. And at the top of the stairs, there is a doorway to your left, right before that outcropping. So it's like there's that area, and then right on your left, where you're like hugging the building, there's a door.
So, looking at the map, what's the map? Are we on that?
You're on the other side.
The lone tower off to the right by itself?
No, that's across the bridge.
Gotcha. So we're on the left side now.
You're in the middle.
Gotcha.
And then you've gone around the back.
Okay.
I assume none of the doors have like little signs on what's in there.
No, they're like arched at the top, and they're just made of wood.
Well, there's nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. So we'll go through the door.
Push open the door, and as you open it, you are welcomed to a very pristine-looking hallway. Stone floors, stone walls, vaulted stone ceiling, and along this hallway is a red rug with kind of gold inlaid into the middle of it. And along the walls are a bunch of paintings, and all of the paintings look similar to the picture I just showed you. The picture, like, she's on the wall. That picture of her, and there's other ones as well of people who look very similar. There's men, women, very androgynous looking people, elves, and they all have like these tattoos, and they all have tattoos. They're all bald, and they all have like gray skin and dark eyes, and they're like very serious poses going down. Along this hallway, there is a door on your left and a door at the very end.
Well, I think these are all the wizards. Just so you know, Jacob, in case it's important, I also have my goggles of night, so my vision is currently 120 feet.
Your dark vision is 120 feet?
Yeah, because it gives you a dark vision of 60, but if you already have a dark vision of 60, it increases the range by 60.
Well, it's dark outside because it's nighttime, but inside it is lit by, like, sconces.
Gotcha.
Can I go?
The sconces are like a magical flame.
Do we want to split up?
No. You come with me.
Okay.
Can I go up to the door on the left and
Mhm.
try to listen to see if there's anything inside?
Roll a perception check.
I just realized how dangerous it is if we actually get discovered by a lich, because I'm pretty sure they could just insta-give either one of us.
15.
15. You do hear the sounds of somebody on the inside of this place. It sounds like scribbling, and like the rocking of a chair.
Okay.
How much health does Ari have?
60.
60? Okay, yeah, they could just kill either one of us.
Yeah.
Just
Well, both of you roll an Arcana check. Let me know. DC 19.
21.
21?
Yeah.
I have the trophy husband. I am not smart.
All right. I will say, Ira,
Skill monkey.
you're aware of power word kill.
Cool. I'm glad that I'm aware of that spell. Let's really not get found by any of them, because I'm pretty sure they could kill us by pointing their finger at us.
Okay. That's a weird statement, but...
Yeah, I was thinking, and they have really powerful spells.
So do we.
None that can kill something by pointing their finger at it.
That's how I cast Fireball. Also, there's someone in this room.
No, it'd be like if
Ari,
I
when
point my
you do
finger
that,
at you, and
you
your
see-
heart stopped.
What?
Never mind.
Were you
No.
was that in
I said
game?
it'd be like if I just pointed at someone and their heart stopped. Like, that's it. No explosion.
Okay.
Ari, when you point your finger and you say fireball, you see in the middle of the air a couple of like sparks come out of your finger.
Yeah, stop.
Viridia, if you want to continue your life, you make sure we get out of this.
I'm gonna lead Ira down the hall and do the same listen in at the door at the end.
Okay. As you make your way down the hall and you begin to step forward, Ari, you kind of step onto the rug, and you're going to go to the other door at the end. All right. Ira, as you step onto the rug, you hear a...
Did Ari hear that too?
Yes.
Now is not the time.
It wasn't me. It was.
There's
your
no one else
god.
here. Oh yeah, blame it on the god.
The trickster god? The one that would be most likely to do this?
Oh yeah, blame it on the god.
Ari kind of just continues to pull him down, and we'll continue to the
I
to the door.
swear, Ari, God farted at me. You make your way to the end of the hallway, and you make it to the door.
Oh.
Make a perception check.
Well, that one rolled a natural 1, so I'm not gonna roll that one again. Natural 20.
All right,
Thanks for looking
add
up.
your modifier.
25.
Whew. All right. So you listen, and you can tell that beyond this door is a much larger room. No more hallway. It's a very big room. It probably opens up to the rest of the like you fucking echolocate that shit. You can tell that it's the other half of this like center castle area, and the center castle area is like a hexagon basically, and you're at the half of the hexagon, and the other half of the hexagon is definitely what is beyond this door. And what you can hear is a fire, and like a crackling fire, and you can hear what sounds like pages turning.
So,
And that is it.
is it reasonable to assume that the two doors lead to the same location? Or are they on separate sides of the hallway? So, like, if this is a hallway, one door is on this side and one door is on this side? Or they're both on the same side, just further apart from each other?
No, so the door you came in, you came in the north door.
Right.
The hallway
you came
goes
in up
north
here.
to south. This door that you are currently at is the south door. It's just on the opposite end.
Where's the other door that we checked?
Right next to the north door on the left.
So it's like that?
Yep.
Or it's like that?
Yeah, so there's a door on the
Okay.
south and then right on your left.
What do you
This-
think?
There's someone in this room as well.
Do you think this room's bigger or that the other one's bigger?
This one.
Then we should go to the other one. If it's one person, we can deal with it if we have to quickly, maybe.
All right.
I think.
All right. Lead the way.
Okay, and I'll go over that way.
You're gonna open the door?
Back to the other door.
Oh, the door at the okay, yep. The door on the left, not the door straight ahead.
Exactly.
Okay, you go over to the door and you just
I'm going to stealthily
open it, and invisibility is an hour, right?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Okay, if you can give me updates on that as we're going.
It's been 10 minutes.
All right. I can cast it one more time. So that's 15. Yep, 15 or natural 1. So I'll take the 15, which makes it a 27.
You open the door without a sound. And as you open it, you look into a small room. It looks like a bedroom. And this bedroom is, it's got a bed at the end, obviously. It's got a couple of cabinets and drawers and whatnot, but it's also filled with books. Like the walls are like shelves. And there's books and scrolls and jars and lots of different things all over the walls. And you see in the back corner of the room, back to you, on the opposite end of the room, basically, is what looks like another one of these people. Long red robes, bald head, gray skin, writing on like a piece of parchment. Does not notice you.
Does this seem like a library or just a place where they keep their information?
It looks like this is where this guy lives, because there's a bedroom in it. There's a bed in it.
Okay.
Ira and Ari, make me a perception check.
24.
Holy shit, I crit.
Oh my
Should
god.
be a 27.
27 and 22?
24.
It's strangely quiet in this room. Eerily quiet. You notice, you can hear almost like the ringing in your ears. The distant thundering of the storm way off. You can hear each other breathing. You don't hear him breathe. He makes no noise other than his hand moving across the parchment with the feather.
Okay. Is he an illusion? No?
You don't know.
Can I roll isn't there a... Can you roll Arcana?
You would need to be in physical contact with it and roll an investigation check in order to try to check for illusions.
Ooh,
So
okay.
if you want to go over there and be like, I wonder if he's an illusion, then you can.
Does this seem like an area that we could find the information that we're looking for?
No, you
or-
can inspect a target for an action as an investigation check and try to discern if it's an illusion. So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh,
Sorry, I was wrong on that.
Investigation is an 11.
Does not appear to be an illusion.
Okay. Question, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
When I cast Mage Hand, I can make it invisible.
Yep.
Can I roll stealth using the Mage Hand to attempt to grab things?
You can roll sleight of hand.
You and I will both know.
Right, I mean to do it quietly.
Yeah,
Like, to
you
do
can
it
roll
as, like,
sleight
a
of hand.
stealthy- Okay. Alright. I'm gonna stand at the base of the door.
Okay.
You said that I could see like a bunch of books and scrolls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll perception to try to like see if there's any of them, maybe with something titling them on the spine
What languages do you speak?
or the front? Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
You see a book, red cover, written in Infernal.
What's it say?
Phlegethos.
Well, that's not helpful. Nothing detailing potential.
You see a lot of
fucking-
coverless books, to be honest. You see one that reads, it just says Arcanum, and it's really big.
Oh, it might be too big for Mage Hand. Okay. Fuck. Oh, first I need to check. Okay, cool. It is not concentration for Mage Hand. I needed to check that. Well, if it was concentration, then invisibility would be.
Invisibility will drop either way. You're casting a spell. That's how that works. If you attack or cast a spell, unless you cast greater invisibility, but that only lasts for a minute.
I'm going to say you have not casted it yet. Because you have not
because
explicitly said.
I haven't done anything to cast it yet. I just asked if I could do that, something to that effect. It's so much more dangerous for me to go in there. I'm the quiet one, though.
Are you talking?
No, I'm thinking out loud.
Okay.
As Colton, I'm thinking out loud.
Ari's gonna move out of the doorway, and then just stand out of the door frame.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Okay. Ooh.
Like I said, it is deathly quiet, and any bit of noise is going to perk up in this place. You move back without a sound.
I'm not gonna risk it. I don't think there's anything of that type of importance in this room. I'm gonna step out of the room too.
All right, step out of the room.
Attempt to slowly close the door back quietly.
That's going to be another stealth check.
That's fine. Well, let's hope that the physical dice does better. Crit.
Jeez, guys. All right.
The other dice I rolled a 4 on the virtual one.
Yeah, you close it. No sound.
I'm pretty sure that's a lich.
Okay.
He wasn't breathing.
Right.
And yeah. I don't know.
Should we go down that way?
I guess.
These do seem more like where they live than
bedrooms. Yes. We can try it.
Okay.
We'll
You
go. Ari's like, if you die, I can bring you back.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the south door.
Yeah. Make your way towards the end of the hallway, towards the door where Ari had listened through.
Yeah. And good old stealth check. Open the door.
All right, open the door.
All right. Well, that is an almost betrayal. It's a 9, which makes it a 21.
All right. Slowly open the door.
Wait, do I have... When do you get...
Reliable talent?
Reliable talent.
That's
You definitely don't have it.
Yeah. I have it.
Not even a 9th level rogue has reliable talent.
I think you get that at level 10 as a rogue.
Is it 10?
If I had gone full rogue, I think
it's
would
11 or 12. I don't remember. You slowly open the door, and you are greeted by a room with you're on the base floor. You see a green kind of couch off to your left, a sofa, if you will. A couple of other stools and chairs surrounding it, a small table, and a fire in front of this sofa. And the sofa is away from you, and there's currently, to your luck once more, a woman, the same woman you had seen earlier, sitting on this sofa, currently down, and you can hear the pages turning. And you also notice she is not breathing.
Okay.
This is
At the end of the room is what looks like a door, and this door, there's a door at the end of the room, kind of just directly across from you. You are aware that if you were to walk to this door, she could easily see you in her peripheral. Just going to point that out. And on your right, there is a stairway that goes up to what looks like another floor, I think. Let me just double check that I'm right there. The stairway goes up and into the wall, and you can't really see where it goes off to. And then beyond that stairway, like if you got the stairway on your right, and then if you were to go past it, there is a door on the other side on the same level as you.
Is it also assumable that she can see that door?
No, because that is to her back. That is
Okay.
right next to you.
Gotcha.
So her back is to you, and she's at the end of the room, facing, looking down at a fireplace. The only place she could see you is if you were directly in front of her, or if you walked into the front door.
Okay.
The stairway to the right of you is just right next to you, so she wouldn't see you.
I think I'm gonna go to the stairway then.
Okay, you start to make your way up the stairway.
And
Up.
I'll kind of bring Ari along.
Okay. And as you head up the stairway, you are led upwards into another kind of small room, and it's circular in nature, and this kind of takes up like the center of like the castle area on the top. And the small room is currently empty. There's a bed at the back. There is a table with 2 chairs flanking it, and there is a door that leads outside of it.
Nothing nothing on the table.
On the table are not but a couple of notes.
I'll check over them.
You go over to the notes
Little-
and you look down,
quickly.
and you see archaic scribbling. Ari, what languages can you speak?
I can speak Common, Draconic, Elvish, Goblin, and Infernal.
Common, Elvish, Draconic, and
Goblin,
Infernal?
Infernal.
Goblin and Infernal. As you look down at these notes, they don't seem to make any sense to you.
Is there any way that I could, copy them?
Yeah. Pull out another piece of paper and copy them.
Mhm.
You do that.
Okay.
It's actually pretty easy to copy, as the symbols are just like, they just look like just little symbols and whatnot
Right.
as they go
I'll
across.
write those down and then put them back in my bag.
Okay.
I'll crack open the door to stealth.
Is
to
you
look through it.
okay? Go ahead and stealth open the door.
I always want to be. Oh, I crit on the digital one, so
Amazing. You go over and open the door, and you can now tell you are at the top of the middle tower. As you look out, you see the outside once again.
so it's not. So we're not at the tallest tower. We're at the middle tower.
You see the picture I sent you?
Yeah.
You see the big, literally the tallest tower in the middle. That's where you guys are.
The tallest tower in the photo is where we are.
Yeah, the one that reaches the highest.
Okay. Sorry, the tallest tower in the middle directs me to the middle where there are 2 towers side by side.
You see the highest point?
Yep, that's where we are.
That's where you are.
Okay.
You see the little railing on the outside there? That's where you guys are standing.
Okay, perfect. I understand exactly where we are now.
And we're just, this door that he opened is just a balcony.
It's just a balcony. It goes around the entire thing.
It goes around the entire thing?
Like it circles the entire that entire tower area.
Are there any other doors on the outside?
No. You notice that room is the wall to that room is the outside of this area. If there were any doors, it would just go back in the room that you were just in.
Gotcha.
All right. From this balcony, does it
Mhm.
seem like there's any way to get down to the lower levels without having to go back to the way we came?
Doesn't look like it unless you wanted to jump.
What if I had rope?
You could go down to the 2 areas you've already been to before. Those kind of flat outcropping areas that you guys were on. You could rope down to those.
How far down is that?
The further one that you guys teleported into, that one is, I'll say, it's got to be at least 60 feet. And then the other one is probably 30.
If we go to the closer one, my mage hand could get it, but the invisibility would drop.
What are you trying to get?
Well, we can't just leave rope.
No. Do you not have a grapple?
Real elvish rope. That's one of my knots. Won't come down anytime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, do I? Did you grab rope and not a grapple? I do have a grapple, but I don't. Yeah, okay.
I have
do
rope.
have a grapple. And I don't have rope.
Oh, well.
Perfect. And we'll with our powers combined, we make rope and a grap.
And try to silently scale down.
Is the rope
Okay.
invisible too?
No. As soon as you pull it out, it becomes visible.
Okay.
Well, it's more like as you hold it, it's not invisible, and then as you put it onto the thing, it becomes visible.
Yeah.
And then, like, as soon as it interacts with the world around you, it becomes visible.
So
and
here's
then,
a question:
Mhm.
as we're climbing down, no, because we're technically not wearing or carrying it, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys scale down to the second or third level?
I
Or
guess
you
it'd be
guys
the
are on
third.
the third level. Are you scaling down to level 2 or level 1?
Level 2, because
Okay.
level 1 is too far.
You guys scale your way down. There's no need for a check. You guys, unless you're stealthing,
I mean, we are stealthing.
then roll a stealth check.
We're always stealthing here, I think.
Ooh,
Oh God, other dice, please.
30-20.
Thank.
I assume you guys don't decide.
31.
There are windows down this thing. I assume you don't just walk down any of the windows.
No.
All right. As you make your way down slowly, you do it very quietly, and as you do see into some of the rooms on some of the windows, and luckily you don't see anybody, and you make your way down to the second level. You're on that outcropping again that looks out into the rest of the world, and you're right in front of that door that you had just entered that goes into the hallway.
Awesome. Bring the rope down and
With mage
put it
hand?
away.
How do you
Okay.
want to bring the rope down?
Well, from what I understand, with the grapple, we can just bring the rope down, based off of what Ari was saying. But I'm now recognizing as a person that makes no sense.
Uh-huh.
If you want to mage hand it down, I can just re-invisible us.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if that fails, then I can do it again one more time. But I'd prefer to save that bit of magic in case I need to do something different. All right, and then if you're the one... Nope, that's not how that works. I'll have the mage hand for a minute. Yeah, I'll mage hand it down. And as soon as I cast mage hand, are you gonna... assimilate
It just floats down. And then
Put it
you guys
away.
are invisible again.
And the rope should go invisible with me, right? Because I'm now carrying it.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Alright, what to next?
Well, your bag's invisible, so you could just put it in your bag and it's invisible.
Perfect. That works too. Where to next, do you think?
Where are we exactly?
You're right in front of the door at the top of the stairway that goes into the hallway that you guys were just in.
I'm wondering if we need to go to the tower across the bridge.
Yeah, let's try that.
Alright, so we'll make our way towards that.
Okay, you go down the stairs and you make your way to where you just teleported in, and you see that bridge go across towards that tower. You guys go across the bridge?
Yeah.
All right. As you head across the bridge, you make your way to the tower. As I am trying to gather it. You head across the tower, the bridge. You get a really nice view as you go over towards the door of that tower.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And stealthily open it.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30. You open the door slowly. And inside this room, it's very small. You just see what looks like a small little lookout area, a couple of tables, a couple of telescopes, and you can see what looks like another person in those red robes. They don't have the gray skin. They actually have some hair. This human-looking gentleman has like this brown kind of curly-ish hair that goes down to about his chin, and he is currently looking through like a telescope and then kind of looking back up. And he just has red robes, and he looks down, and he looks back up.
Is he breathing?
Roll a perception check.
Let's find out if this man is breathed or not.
17.
I have no fucking idea. My passive 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
He is breathing.
Okay.
And it's just right. This room just has a telescope.
It has a telescope and a couple of tables, but there's nothing on the tables. And there is a stairway that goes up.
I think I'm gonna try to stealthily go up the stairs.
I assume you're leading me there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you step forward, you begin to walk into the room, and as soon as you put your foot down into this room, you watch as he stops, he stares upwards, and looks over towards the door, and he looks confused. And then he goes over towards his face, and he casts a spell, and you watch as he looks around, and then you watch as he prepares more spells. I want the two of you to roll initiative.
Can I tell what spell he casts?
Yes, you can roll an Arcana check.
You don't have advantage on
23.
He casted Detect Magic.
Yep.
Nope. 23, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he casted Detect Magic.
Okay.
You don't have advantage on initiative while you're invisible, right?
No, you do not.
Nobody ever prepares fucking sea invisibility.
Oh, man.
Nope.
All right, let me get some spooky combat music up in here.
Can we roll Arcana to know what spell he is trying to cast now?
Yeah, but I'm gonna double the DC.
Okay, I'll try.
Why not? I'll try too.
14.
Don't know, Ari.
25.
I'm gonna make you roll on a dice roller, Colton.
You can see the check.
I'm just kidding.
I can show you.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, my lowest skill is a +1, and it's medicine.
You got a 25?
Yeah.
That beats it. You know he's about to cast See Invisibility.
Oh. Wow, someone actually with that fucking spell.
I did so much spell research for today's game. Okay, let me get some initiatives. Ari, what'd you get?
I got a 23.
23?
2.
Oh, no.
2?
I got a natural 1.
That's not good.
No, it was not.
He got a not 2. All right, Ira, you're first.
We're aware that he's breathing, right?
Yeah, you just rolled a perception check.
All right. Invisibly, because we're still invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Which theoretically, hopefully means he doesn't know I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Charm person.
Okay. Yep. Well, as soon as you cast a spell, you're no longer invisible.
Yep.
Right. So I cast a spell, become visible.
Yeah.
Charm person.
Go for it. Go. It's a wisdom save, right?
Yep. DC 15.
DC 15.
And let me check something really quick before you tell me if this succeeds or fails.
Okay.
Never mind.
You say wisdom save?
Wisdom save DC 15.
All right. Well, he has advantage, and he got a natural 1, then an 11. So 3 ones, basically. And his that's a 17 for him.
Okay.
You throw the charm over at him, and he looks bewildered for a moment, and then he sees you, and he's just got confusion on his face. He doesn't really know what to do. Just kind of scrambling in the moment. That's your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. It's his turn. He's going to.
I'm sorry. I just had an idea.
Sure.
Could I position myself in front of where I know that Ari is in an attempt to obscure her?
Sure. You stand in front of Ari. Not to be like, that's stupid. I'm just saying, I was thinking about it. So yeah, sure. Yes, you can.
Okay.
You stand in front of Ari. Man. He's going to cast a spell. He was about to cast that one spell, but I don't think he's going to now, as he can see you. Let's see. He takes his hand. He's about to cast Sea Invisibility as you're telling Colton, Ira, fuck. And he turns and he puts his hands downwards and he immediately kind of traces them outwards and puts up like a enchantment charm up in the air and pushes it over towards you. Can you go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw? This is not to be charmed or anything like that.
All right. Well, my bonuses to this aren't very good. 16.
16?
I have a -1.
Oh, it's DC 17.
Of course it is.
As you stand in front of Ari, you feel all of your bones lock up, and you see a bunch of little, you just feel your muscles just freeze in place, and you are paralyzed.
Old person?
Indeed. And as he does that, he kind of holds his fingers kind of up in the air as he stares over towards you. And he says, "Who are you, trespassers? Identify yourselves."
I assume I can't speak because I'm currently being held in place, paralyzed.
A paralyzed creature can't move or speak.
Stop the person that's here. What are you doing here? I say nothing.
All right. Ari, it's your turn.
I assume he also knows that I am here because he casted Detect Magic. So I'm going to become uninvisible.
Okay.
And cast. Oh, I don't know if I want to hurt him or not. I'll say, we just want information. And how does he react to that?
We just want information. You just say that?
Yeah.
He says, identify yourselves.
My name's Ari. This is Ira.
Who are you working for?
Our business is our own.
He doesn't say anything else. What are you doing?
Does he seem hostile still?
It doesn't look like he's about to have tea and crumpets with you.
Oh, but then Chaos Bolt.
He casts Counterspell.
Oh, you bastard.
As you begin to cast the Chaos Bolt in the air, he casts the Arcane Ward, and it just dispels in the middle of the air. Ira, it is your turn. Make a Wisdom save.
11.
Just frozen.
Literally the only thing that can fuck me.
He points over at
Besides
you,
Ari.
and he says, "I think you'll need to talk with the higher mages." And he says, "You're truly here for information. What information do you seek?"
Knowledge of anything.
You sound like thieves.
No, don't thieve.
You look like thieves.
I am actually in the business of giving things back to people.
What do you have to offer?
Gold?
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, I rolled well. Okay, and I'm persuasive. So, 23.
23? Fine. Ira, you feel yourself become free, and he puts his arms down.
Thank God.
You are out of initiative.
Hello. Apologies for the spell cast. I didn't know what spell you were going to throw at us. I just wanted to talk.
If you hadn't had cast magic, I probably would have killed you already.
Oh, well.
Alright, what do you
Perfect,
want?
then, I guess.
We want to know about this whole, death thing, to be honest.
Yeah, there's something going around.
You
around
seek the secrets
grapevine.
of death and undeath?
No, not exactly. You see, there's this rumor going around the land about something known as a death curse, and giving the infamy of the land of Thay. We figured this would be the one place that we could go to potentially find information on that. Of course,
thought
we're
right.
Thay.
We know about this death curse.
What about it?
Though I don't know if I'm at liberty to tell you anything about it.
What if we
Oh, yeah?
gave you 200 platinum?
I pull out the pouches.
200 platinum. I'll tell you whatever you want.
And you won't take us to your higher mages?
No.
So here's what I'll do.
Can I roll
Jacob.
insight on them?
Yes.
You know what? That was smart. And Ira definitely did not think of it.
Insight for an Ari is a 17.
He seems to be a little more... he seems to care about more about his self-agenda at the moment. Like, he doesn't seem to have some unwavering cult-like loyalty to his masters. So you tell that, like, this money is enough to probably persuade him.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 of the pouches, because I have them all in separate 50 pouches, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll take 2 of the pouches, and I'll throw them at him.
He mage hand grabs them out of the air.
The rest when we get the information. Yes. Sign of good faith.
How much did you just give him right now?
100 platinum. And I show him 2 more pouches. Other hundreds right here, once we get the info.
Fine. I don't have the info.
Where is
but
it?
I know where it is.
Where is it?
You want to head to our records office.
Where is that?
Well, it's across the bridge.
Okay.
Into the big castle room.
Okay.
Door behind the stairs.
Gotcha.
And there you can find more information. There have been certain people who have looked into the matter. I am not one of them.
Any names we should be looking for? Any record name?
I believe last name was Shadowmantle.
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 All right. I'll throw him the other 2 bags. Deal's a deal, I suppose.
Thank you very kindly. He goes over and he picks it up, and he says, I'll make sure none of the other red wizards know you were here. Though if they catch you, you're on your own.
Fair enough.
What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to tell you that.
I told you my name.
I mean, you could really get me in a lot of trouble.
I'm not going to tell on you. You're not telling on me.
Roll a persuasion check again, Ari.
Natural 1.
Add your modifier at least.
8.
8? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I mean, she has
He
a
goes,
+7. That's not bad.
Jim.
Can I call you Jimothy?
No.
Oh.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious. One thing we get rid of any little tricks like your floor.
He looks down. What?
I definitely feel like you detected us by something other than sight or hearing.
Ah, yes. Distant, ancient magics. Powerful.
Called.
The alarm spell.
Oh, you're
Of
smart.
course. I should have seen that.
What are you doing in here, Jim?
I'm researching the stars. Now get out.
There's no way to treat a guest.
Let's just.
You're not my guest, you're trespassers.
Let's just go.
Have fun with your stars, Jim.
I will have fun with my stars, and my real name is not actually Jim.
Well, what is it?
I'm telling you, now get out!
I pull Ari.
You pull her out, shut the door.
Let's not antagonize the people that can kill us with the point of their finger.
I don't think he could have.
I don't think he could have, but I think his bosses can.
I guess I'll make us invisible again.
Well, I can do it.
Sure?
None of my higher magic would be helpful in this situation besides that anyways. No,
Alright.
I'll cast as in I literally actually don't have any 3rd level spells. It's just because of the way that I'm leveled, I have access to the 3rd level spell slot.
Oh.
Amazing.
Okay.
So I'll cast invisibility on the 2 of us. And we'll make our way back. We were so close the first time and we just went the wrong way.
Yep.
As
I
his
assume
life,
stealth checks
as his
to
life,
get through here.
Yeah, you guys make your way across the bridge again. You head over towards the staircase. You make your way up. I assume you go through the hallway. You go to the end of the hallway again. There's some moose ass in the corner as he is climbing shit that he shouldn't be climbing.
Is his chair not by the window?
It is. He just
he's just being a
is
butt.
mad.
Yeah.
And you guys head over towards the, as you step into the hallway, you see that the door on the left, the door to that room that guy was writing, it slowly begins to open.
Can we try to hide somewhere?
And now he is currently pushing into everything imaginable as he is trying to get my attention. All right, sorry.
Let him in your lap.
No.
So the door that we want to go into is opening?
No. So you're in the hallway.
Yes.
There's the door at the end.
Yes.
That door at the end goes into the room you want to go into.
Uh-huh.
The door on the left, that had that guy who was writing in it,
Yep.
it's opening.
How far into the hallway are we?
You're opening the door.
To the room we want to go into?
Like you're opening the door and you see that door opening. What do you do in that split second?
Close it.
Do you keep your hand on the door?
No. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look to the sides.
Mm-hmm.
To the sides of us, what
You have a
do we
stairway going down and you have cliff.
Is there anything to hang on to?
Yeah, you can hang off the side.
Can we?
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Please don't fall. And I'm going to give her a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Is that a D8?
It's a D6.
Okay.
I'm not a good bard yet.
Fucking Assassin's Creed just hang off the edge.
I'm also not very strong, but I did roll an 11.
Okay, so there's that plus that. I used favored by the gods. 16.
And what'd you get, Ira?
11. I'm hoping the DC was 10.
Okay, so you go. Nope, it's just like.
Okay.
So you guys
Just hanging? That can't be that hard.
You go over and you pull yourselves off to the side, and you see the door again open, and you see that one dude that was in that room. He has a much deathlier looking face, like wrinkled and skull-like, and he comes over towards the edge. You guys are hanging off the edge, and he walks over towards it and begins to stare out. You can just see his head above you. Ari, you're fine. Ira, your hands are a little slippery.
Struggling a little.
You look down. It is a, well, let's just, oh God. You are on the, there is a little bit of land still on the floating island. That is the only thing that would catch you from maybe 1,000-foot fall.
Yeah, I figured.
And you're just, and he holds there for a moment. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Both of us?
No, just Art. You're doing fine, Ari. You're like, this is easy.
Oh, thank God.
Ira's
18?
like, my cloak is so heavy. 18?
Yeah.
You manage to hold on. Your fingers are slippering. They're like pulling back. Your legs, your feet are pushing up against the wall, and you're just like having a hard time holding on. And you're just hoping that Ari just hasn't just fallen for some reason. You can't see each other at all. And then he walks away. And then you hear his footsteps slowly walk away down the steps.
He's still there.
Yep. I'm gonna try to pull myself back up.
Yep, pull up.
You guys pull yourself back up.
I always hate doing shit like that.
Yeah, I knew my workout would, work out. Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna continue on.
You head over the door, you make your way to the end of the hallway, and as you open that door, I assume stealthily, you see that that woman is not sitting on the couch anymore.
And Records room.
As you turn around the staircase, you head over towards a room, and as you
I-
go
do
over
I
to
need
push
a
it,
stealth
it is locked.
That's fine.
Can I listen?
I'll pick it.
Make a perception check.
I'm prepping my thieves' tools at this moment while Ari listens.
21.
You'll hear nothing.
Oh.
And I will attempt
The
to pick the
goggles,
lock.
they do nothing.
The goggles, they do nothing. It burns.
It's a thieves' tools check, yeah?
Yeah, these tools.
26.
26!
I'm-
So, Ira
Nimble
sticks
hands.
his thieves tools in.
I'm good at a lot of things.
Here's how good you are at it. When you stick your thieves' tools in and you feel around, you go, "What's this?" And you kind of feel back, and you feel like a little string, and you feel, it's trapped. It's trapped for stupider thieves' tools, people. If you were to stick your thieves' tools into every nook and cranny in here, it would probably explode, alarm, it would do something. You cleverly avoid it, and just make the key and open the door.
Is that actually how that check works? Is it actually like...
If that's how my checks
cool.
work. You got
That's
high
cool.
enough to bypass
to
the
detect
trap.
the trap. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you would have gotten any lower than like an 18, you would have set off the trap.
That makes sense.
Who knows what the trap is, though? The door
I don't want to find out.
slowly opens, and you are led into a room. There's a long table in the middle. There are there's little stools surrounding it, and in this room again is wall to wall, except for like a window with some light, not light, darkness peering in, and all of the walls are surrounded in like bookshelves, basically. There's just books everywhere, and there is what looks like a nice. There's a very large book in the middle table in the room, and it's currently open, and there's like a big fat stack of papers on both sides, and there's like a little pen, and there's nobody in here.
I'll go to the big fat stack of book
All right.
and look for that name.
You look down, and it's open, and you see like there's like it looks like just names written out and dates and locations, and you see a couple places you don't recognize. You see like you do scroll through, you don't see anything that says Waterdeep. You see none that says Barovia, so all good there. And then on the other side, the last entry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more thing. This is important. Each entry has what looks like folded paper into the piece of paper, almost like origami. So like you could go down to a person's name and pull out paper that would come out of the book. Gotcha. And the last name on there reads Valindra Shadowmantle.
And
Chult.
I will take the paper.
And as you pull out the paper, it reads. It's not too long. It just says.
I need to. So Valindra
Shadowmantle.
Mantle.
And it says Chult.
Chult.
And it says.
Go for it.
Research Death Curse. And as you pull it all the way out, at the end of the paper, you see a holographic illusion surround around the paper of a face, a woman's face. And it has like, she has like kind of long, kind of blondish hair. She has elven features, and she has like very sunken in eyes. And she's somewhat, rather pretty, rather young looking. And it circles around, and it simply says, Rex code for sending. Right next to the holographic, minor illusion. Rex code.
What Rex what? Like REX?
REX. The Rex is in quotations. It says Rex code for sending.
Do I know how sending works? Like since I've seen this person, can I...
That's exactly what this illusion is there for. Now that you are somewhat familiar with who she is, you can cast sending to her.
Hey, Ari, can you cast sending?
I think I can, but let me make sure.
Because I know I can't yet.
I can.
Okay. Do you have any way to make illusions?
Don't think so. No.
All right. Well, if Mert has sending scrolls, and
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. We can.
You guys can see there's scrolls all along the wall.
Can I look over them?
Yep.
Yeah. Can I do a quick?
They're
little
all
search?
sending scrolls.
Oh, perfect. I'm just gonna take a handful of them.
How many do you take?
10.
That's not a handful.
There's not 10. There's at least 8.
Oh, I'll take 2 of them.
Okay. What, you went 10 to 2?
I'm not gonna take all of them. That's
right,
too
okay.
obvious.
You take 2 sending scrolls.
That's what, like a 3rd level spell?
I think it is. I don't know.
I think it is. Sending,
I think it's 3.
Yeah, it's 3rd level. All right, I would prefer to not be here anymore. It looks like they're in Chult. Whoever's investigating it is in Chult, which I'm
we'll
pretty
just go
sure.
find her.
Yeah, we just go find her and we get away from this place because this place makes me very uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm gonna take out the scroll
Okay.
and I would like to cast it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that spell scroll check.
Please
It's going to
make
be your
it.
spell ability modifier.
I'm gonna
Teleportation
give you...
is an 8th level spell, I believe.
I'm giving you a bardic inspiration by asking you to please not mess
I
it
think
up.
it's a 7th level spell.
Hang on. It's a 7th, so you need to beat a 17.
Well, I got a 16 plus a 6 from his bardic inspiration plus my spell DC thingy.
Pull
So I'm
out the
pretty
scroll. You begin to read the spell outwards, and the two of you vanish. And I assume you're... Where are you heading back to?
Mert's
sure.
room.
Mert's out the door outside of Mert's room. I don't want to just barge into his room. He's in there
He's
like,
like, oh my god!
Ira has definitely just teleported into his room before.
Like,
yeah, I don't want to
shit.
see Mert naked, so I'm good.
You teleport in an instant right back in front of Mert's door, away from Thay. The spell scroll flitters off into nothing. It turns into embers and is gone.
Thank you.
And then I'll do a
I didn't like that place.
on his door.
Door opens. Mert's currently sitting in his chair. That was
Hello.
fast.
Chult.
Yeah.
Chult.
Yes. Do you know the name Valindra Shadowmantle? The surname sounds familiar, but I don't know her.
No, I don't know of Valindra Shadowmantle. Never heard of that name.
Apparently they're investigating the death curse. I think she's one of... I think she's one of the Wizards of Thay.
Yes.
Did you find anything else?
That's it.
Well, that's still very vague.
Yes.
It is.
Perhaps we
but
should
it gives
send a
us-
message to this Valindra Shadowmantle.
I pull up a sending scroll.
Well, there you go.
I just
We
need
have
to figure
any
out-
By all means.
agents in Chult?
Chult?
Yes.
I
That's
have a
where
few spies in Chult.
That's where she
Keeping
went to
tabs and
investigate.
whatnot. I will have to re-communicate with those people down there.
I look to Ari. How should I ask a person that's never met me before about the death curse?
Say, hi, I'm Ira, big fan. Really interested in your research. You
Awesome.
don't know me, but I know you, blah, 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 blah.
That was some
Any
big
details?
Seymour vibes right there.
I only have 25 words.
Hi, Ira, big fan of
Alright.
your research. Could you tell me more about it? Please and thank you. You're really pretty.
Alright. I've got it. I open the scroll.
Okay, you open the scroll,
I cast sending to her.
and you can just cast 3rd level spells, right?
Yeah.
All right. You cast sending.
And I say, you don't know me. I've heard of you. My name is Ira. We are investigating the death curse and would like to help you. Exactly 25 words.
You hear back. What's the code?
Rex.
Gotcha. All right, I'll send back another sending.
Okay.
The code is Rex. Where can we find you in Chult?
There's no response. Instead, apparating in front of you is her. You see this form of her appear in front of you, and she sees you, Ira, and she looks at you, and it's almost as if she's not aware of her surroundings. And as you get a better look at her, it's very clear to tell she's an illusion. And Mert's like, oh, and he kind of steps back a bit. He's a bit kind of standoffish about this whole thing happening. And she looks at you and she says, hello, Ira.
Hello.
Do you want to see what she looks like?
Sure.
I do. Can she see? Does it look like she's registering that there are other people in the room, or can she
Nope.
only?
It looks
see
like she could only see Ira.
Okay.
Here's what she looks like.
But I can also see and hear her.
Yes, you can see and hear
Okay.
her.
Okay.
Okay, only a little scary.
And she looks at you, and she had those piercing eyes just stare at you, and she says, "I got your message. You
Yes.
want to know about the death curse?
I do.
I'm in Chult researching it.
Right.
You already know me.
I do.
Yes. There is a thing the Red Wizards and Thay are looking for called the Soulmonger. It seems to be harvesting souls from everywhere in the world. I'm trying to harness its power. And if failing that, destroying it. If you'd like to meet up, look for the heart.
Understood.
I'll be seeing you then. Try not to die. Those who aren't coming back these days. And she disappears. And Mert goes, "Oh, very good. Very, very good.
I guess that's why they call it the death curse.
I suppose so. That's very, very bad. Well then, I suppose we'll have to look at that right away."
Yes. We'll need a ship, though, I assume. Unless you have a teleportation circle to Chult.
They're gonna go to Chult? You're gonna
Do you not want
make
us
your
to go to
way
Chult?
to Chult.
Well, she wants to speak with Ira. You can't just send
And-
one of your operatives and say, "I'm Ira." She already saw him.
And if they're searching for the Soulmonger, I would have to assume it's on Chult.
Yes.
You
No,
two
we
have
had a
accomplished
friend.
enough for this mission. I need you here in Waterdeep. I'm not going to send you off into Chult.
We had a friend that...
Wait. We have our contact, and we have enough information to go off of to find this thing. I'll
Who's
get
to
in
say
contact
she-
with our other spies and figure out what's going on here. You two stay here. Ari,
Alright.
we both know that you definitely need to stay here.
All right.
I don't want to hear it again. Not another word. I won't endanger your lives again. It's lucky you made it out of there.
I may have had to pay one of them off.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I shall reimburse you. We got paid a lot of money to do this
She
mission.
did.
You may want to know how much I paid before you say that.
How much did you pay this?
200 platinum.
Okay, I can half reimburse you.
Okay.
He just goes over to like a locker and pulls out 100 platinum and gives it to you. Please stop bribing with so much money.
Well, it was either that or he reports us to the liches.
All right. I thank you.
Yes.
Now go. We have green grass to celebrate soon.
We do.
You know those red cloaks that they were wearing? Gave me idea for like a glazed, like a strawberry donut, but like a small one, so it's just like a small bite. Do you know what I mean?
Are you saying
Kinda
to
like
Mert?
yes.
He says, "Oh, that sounds delicious."
Well, you could come get one.
No, I will.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Should we go back then? Jim's
Yes.
supposed to be performing tomorrow too. And we should prepare for
Green
good or
grass.
bad. I'm not sure yet. I've heard him play once before, and it was. I know why he's not getting shows.
Well, we could teach him a thing or two. We're great. We're amazing
Yeah.
performers.
Yeah.
All right, you guys make your way out of the Harper headquarters and make your way back into the alley. Or do you just teleport home, or are you gonna walk?
I mean, yeah, I'll just
Why not
teleport.
teleport.
Okay.
Odd outside.
You teleport, you make your way back home, and you're back in your attic. You head down towards the tavern area, I assume. And As you make your way down, you see there is a hooded figure in the room. She kind of looks up towards you entering, and she kind of takes down her hood. She's this older looking woman, kind of like darker tan skin, white hair going down her face. She looks very, very like aged, like
Hello.
she shouldn't be like able to stand, but she does. And she looks up towards you. She's in long robe. She says, "I've been looking for you. And then suddenly you hear a crash outside, and you immediately hear chaos and screaming and yelling, and it's reminding you of the fireball all over again. Those images come flashing back in your mind. She immediately kind of looks outside.
Give us a moment. I'm gonna run to the front window and look out.
You run to the front window and look out, and you see there's just a boulder in the middle of the street.
Oh, okay.
What was your name?
My name is Syndra.
Do you know what's going on, Syndra?
No.
Okay. Well, give us a moment then. We're gonna go deal with whatever this is. You stay here. Don't go outside.
Okay, I won't.
I'll walk out with...
You make your way outside, and as you look around, you see people in a panic, running, moving around. City watch, kind of going and directing people around. You see a griffin fly overhead. Another griffin fly overhead as the griffin riders make their way towards the edge of the walls.
That's
Those
really
are
not
us.
good.
Yes.
It's...
Can I see anything? Like...
Yes, you see one thing. As you look up into the sky, you see a massive cloud descending down over the top of Waterdeep, and it splits up into 3 other clouds, and they begin to move closer and closer until they're not but about 300 feet up in the air, and you can see that there are castles on these clouds. And as they look downwards, you can see that there are these massive figures on top of them, giant beings staring down towards everything, and one of them is weaving upwards, pushing his arms up into the air, and cloud begins to come out up into the sky and weaves into words as he casts Skywrite. And in the sky, for all of the denizens of Waterdeep to see, it says, "Bring us Artis Cimber." And that is where we're going to end this session 0.
Who the fuck is Artis Cimber?
You both remember him as a harper. He left about a year ago.
He's a harper?
He's a harper. He's now an ex-harper.
Beat his ass. Spencer
There's
hates Artis
ex-harpers?
Cimber.
What?
There's ex-harpers?
Sometimes they leave the harpers.
You can leave the secret society?
You can.
No. Mm-mm.
Obviously,
Once in
you
the gang,
totally can.
always in the game.
Look at the sky. You could totally leave the secret society. That's a joke because he's in more trouble now. Thank you guys for watching this session 0. I'm probably going to put the next session 0 right after this one. So keep on watching for the continuation of what the heck is about to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the session 0s for Tomb of Annihilation. I don't really know what to call these.
Technically, this is one video for you guys.
Adventure. So. Oh, that's right. We just finished the other one, and I was like, we're probably gonna put it together, and I did. So this is part 2. It's just it's been 2 weeks. It's been like 4 days. For us, it's been 4 days. For them, it's been 2 seconds.
It's not been 4 days.
It's been 2 days.
It's been 2 days, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Well,
it's 4th of July.
It's 4th of July,
so, and you're probably gonna hear bang bang.
Only time that I can play this, because my schedule's crazy. So, if you hear some explosions, sorry. But
don't look at them.
Don't look at the explode. Oh God, I hate you so much.
Well, we're not cool guys, so it's fine.
We're here with Tyler, and yep, I don't really have an intro for this one. We're just gonna
I guess you've already
jump right
introduced
into
the
this.
two of us.
Yeah, I have. So Tyler's here now.
I'm here. I just appeared.
As always, of course, you can buy G Fuel.
This is the same. This is the middle of the same episode, so they're
buy
fully
G Fuel.
aware.
Thank you, patrons.
Yeah.
There.
All right. So, Chino, you have been in Waterdeep for the past week and a half, week and a half, month and a half. And you've
Yeah,
been
a
here
little
before.
longer.
You've been solving some stuff, and it's currently the month of.
You just said it.
Ballsack.
Yeah, Tarsac, not Ballsack.
Yeah.
It's Tarsac. Okay.
Ballsack.
Ari, it's Tarsac. Can you guys change your names in Zoom? Thanks. Thank you,
did.
Colton.
I already did it.
No, that's not. R-E is not your name.
My name's Ari.
It's not R-E.
My name's Ari.
It works. It's fine. I know what
Jacob,
it means.
can you change your name in Zoom as well? Yeah,
So,
perfect.
we Chena, you have been in Waterdeep for a little while. Been setting up a new merchant business, privateer business.
Privateer.
What's the name of this business?
That's a very good question.
Sorry to put you on the spot here, but you know.
Yeah.
I wanna know the name of
Everyone's favorite question. What the fuck are you naming this?
it. Yeah.
Very good question.
Chinas.
Chinas.
What
What does that even mean?
Tina's babies.
Chinas baby.
Tina's
Tyler's
Angels?
babies. Tina's angels.
Why would it be Tyler's? I don't know. Gina doesn't know Tyler.
Tyler.
It's called Tyler's.
I said Tina's angels. I never
Oh,
said
okay.
Tyler.
I thought you said Tyler's
China's
babies.
Angels, like Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
In the meantime, don't mind me. I gave Jacob an aneurysm by eating a root beer float with a bar spoon
You did
Because
give me an
regular-
aneurysm.
because a regular spoon is too short and would fall down into the float. So
Don't need to use the bar spoon for something that.
what am
the
I
bar spoon's-
using then?
Well, find a bigger spoon. Just not.
I
Don't
did.
use a bar spoon. No, it's a bar spoon. It's different.
Come on.
Okay,
I mean,
hold
I
on.
guess our bar was already kind of named, so
Yeah,
no, we need it.
the Flame Boys. The Flame Alchemist.
Fuck you.
I hate
It's
that
cool.
name so much.
You like Kimberly's name? He's a fucking Crimson Alchemist. That's
Yeah,
cool
that
as
one's
shit.
cooler than the Flame Alchemist.
Do
I thought he
what?
was Red Lotus.
In the manga, he's known as the Red Lotus, but when they adapted it to America and
We're talking about
animized
Full
it,
Metal Alchemist, by the way,
they changed it to the Crimson Alchemist.
because we're
Oh.
finally finishing it, and I can't stop making fun of Roy Mustang's name
He
being the
think-
Flame
he
Red
thinks
Alchemist.
Mustang
it's
could
dumb.
get it.
Yo,
Mm.
I'm gonna say Mustang is probably also the coolest character in the show. Hillman Scar, two best
Ew.
characters.
How about
Baby.
the Crimson Marines?
Ah, that's cool. Crimson
Oh,
Marines.
by the way, Jacob. Next up's Death Note. It's fine.
No thanks.
Nope. So, Chena and the Crimson Marines have been making their way through the businesses of Waterdeep, protecting merchant ships, getting out there and attacking pirates, you know, all that good stuff. And Chena's been making some good money on the side. And it's a fine afternoon. It's a couple of days until green grass. It's a nice it's a nice spring day. There's a couple of clouds up in the sky. They're pretty distant though. And you come out to your ship, which is named the Brass Phoenix. And right, I got that right. Yes, I remember. It's been so long since we played Ghost of Saltmarsh, but for you guys, it has not been very long.
It's been. Oh God,
Speaking
how-
of,
been months.
This is a
we should
long
probably
time.
upload an episode this week.
Thanks, Colt. This is in the future, in the past, time travel shit, and these guys are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's already uploaded." So, what was I going to say? You're out on your ship, and you see some of your crew members getting to work. They're kind of, some of them are kind of cleaning the deck and whatnot. They're polishing some bits. You have standards here on
Yeah.
Brass Phoenix, and it is kept clean.
Absolutely.
And
Oh, I should ask.
yeah,
I didn't ask this beforehand, but how much does it take to replace the
the cannon.
the cannon that
Oh, you
was stolen?
Cyrus took. It's easy enough because you already have them, so the schematics can be remade. I'll say that's going to be a hit of 800 gold from your wallet.
Damn. Yeah, that sounds about
Cyrus strikes again.
right. Yeah.
That may be the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Maybe the
I
best
was
pirate I've
shooting
ever
flames
seen.
in the distance of that last episode.
It's Gina watching the da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun just in the distance as Cyrus goes on. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a nice day out today. It's about 11 a.m. And you see coming on board, walking up towards the ship, you see Ayla. She's currently walking with a list in her hand, and she's stepping up towards, like, the little bridge that goes up to the ship. And she's just kind of making her way up. Yeah, she's currently, that's what it's called. And she's currently watching, she's more focused on the piece of paper that she's looking at the moment. Mm-hmm. And she's walking forward and she says, I really don't know how I'm supposed to get all of this done. And then she steps forward off the gangplank, nearly trips and lands on her face, and then kind of steps up forward and looks over towards you. And she says,
All right.
Oh, there you are. Hey,
Hi.
So there's a lot of new places that we really want to visit. And Darren isn't too keen on some of them. I really want to go to them. Cyrus told me there is a ballsack tavern. We don't have to go, but I that's just one he's not very keen on. It's not the one that we have to go to. There's a lot of other places that I'm still planning on visiting. Like, apparently there's a big hole in the ground that has a portal to other, places. And there's a tavern on top of it, and they just lower people down there. That sounds really cool. I want to go down that sometime.
Okay.
Do you have any plans today?
Not exactly, other than keeping the ship up and running.
Great.
Where is this tavern?
There's another tavern that I heard about that we need to go to, and all their drinks are purple. And apparently, some, I don't know.
It's all you want to
purple-
go to are taverns.
No, just the taverns are the most interesting places. There's these big statues here, and they built things on them.
Yeah,
and that's where
a few.
That's where the Ballsack Tavern is. Actually, it's one of the statues. It has
that is why it's called the Ballsack.
You don't see it, but it's where it would be. So it's not grotesque in any way. And then in the back of down the gangplank, you hear, I really don't want to go there, but if you really want to, Chin. And he's like, I do. I want to see. I want to know if Cyrus is bullshitting me. Is what I want to know.
Was that Darren?
It was.
You're not wrong. You would not want to go there.
You're free to do whatever you want, unless you want me to accompany you guys.
No, that's fine. I would love for you to come, if you're not doing anything.
Other than taking care of the business that I've been operating?
Yeah. Greengrass is a couple of days away, which I've heard is a bunch of flowers are going to show up. I don't know what that means.
You mean bloom?
No, they're going to, throw them on the streets. The rich people come down to the poor people, and they throw flowers at them. Personally, I think it's kind of wrong to do. What are these people going to do with flowers? But I guess it's some ceremony.
If they're rich, they might as well throw money.
Something important more than flowers.
Unless the flowers are covered in gold.
See, most of the things in Waterdeep, I just want to know if they're actually real. And not just the stories. And so far what I'm discovering is that I'm hearing really cool things about stuff, and then seeing it in person, I go, oh, that is the description, but it was way cooler in my head.
Yeah, very true. So which one do you want to go to the most?
I'm not sure. She turns around, she heads over towards the gangplank, and she's like, I'm thinking that maybe, and then there's a massive thud and a crashing sound, and you see a nearby building on the port. You watch as a huge stone, a boulder, slams into it and falls into the port onto the side, and you watch as Ayla just falls off the gangplank into the water, and Darren is already in the water. Hang on one second. And there is immediately chaos. People are moving throughout the streets. They're wondering what's going on. They're freaking out. And the two, your sister pops up, and you see Darren below. And she's like, "I can swim!" And he's like, "I know. I don't know if you you just I know what I'm doing. And she goes up, she pulls herself up, and then she slips, and then Darren pushes her up. And he goes, "See, you needed help." And he goes, "No, I didn't." And she steps back up onto the up towards the ship, and she says, "What the hell was that?"
I don't know. I guess that's something for us to. Well, we don't have to.
Darren pulls
No, I'm gonna
himself
turn.
up onto the ship, and he looks upwards, and he just points up at the sky. And as you look up, Chena, you guys see these massive shadows descend down onto Waterdeep. They, like a cloud, covers up the sun, and then another one, and then another one. And they get really, really, really close to the ground, only about like 500 or so feet upwards. And you can see that these massive towers and castles up on these clouds. And you see that there are these massive figures standing on the clouds, and they have these huge boulders next to them that they're currently like looking down and like staring down towards the city. And it's weird that you can see them. You can tell just by your perspective they must be massive. They must be giant. And as in the sky, you watch one begins to kind of weave its hands into the air, and you watch as in the sky words begin to appear above the rest of the city, and it just reads, "Bring us Artis Cimber."
So we are officially no longer playing Tomb of Annihilation. We're now playing Storm King's Thunder.
You're not in Ghosts anymore. Yeah. Darren points up at that, and Ayla says, "Who's Artis Cimber?"
I have no idea.
Immediately you hear like a whistle and a bunch of horns, and you see a bunch of city guards and city watch going throughout the streets. They're wearing the blue and yellow, the green and yellow checkered uniforms, running around kind of hurrying people off into their homes. They're making sure that they're safe and whatnot, and kind of moving them along. People are kind of pushed left and right. People are moved off the docks, and you see a couple of city watch goes over and they say, "Hey, you need to either get off the ship or sail off the port."
Set the sail then.
Ayla kind of turns to you and she looks at you and she says, Wait.
I want to get the ship out of Dodge and then we'll come back.
Now?
Yes.
Then what are we gonna... And then you watch as one of the stones lands in the port and nearly misses the brass phoenix, and a tidal wave almost comes upwards and pushes another ship over. Another ship like kind of rides the thing, and you watch the brass phoenix like nearly careens into the port, takes the dock with it, and like pushes upwards and nearly falls over at that point. Can you make me a dex save?
Yep. 22.
22. You hold yourself on board, and it's also enough you hold on to Ayla because she's not steadily foot at all. Darren kind of keeps himself there as the two of you kind of come back over, and the two of them kind of look at you and look up towards the sky. And Ayla says, "I don't think it's a good idea that we sail out of this port." I have some friends. We know some people here that we can go to. We could be safe here.
You mean the people that we met that one time a month and a half ago? No, 3 months ago almost.
Yeah. They helped us.
Yeah, but they're kind of assholes at the same time. Well,
we need to move before the
yeah.
people on our ship are...
Everyone disembark. Well, looks at the missing gangplank now. Well...
We have a spare! They go over, they grab the
Get a new gangplank up and...
They kind of push the ship over towards the side again, get the gangplank down. Most of the crew kind of gets off the ship.
Everyone get to safety. First mate, watch keep an eye on the ship if you can.
Kind of nods at you and says, "Will do, Captain."
What was his name? Because I have all their names written up.
Is he, she, they...
Is Darren just the navigator again? Because every character I ever play,
so I have
every time I was on the ship, and both characters, they're all just navigators every time.
Actually, I think first mate. Okay, so I have to get a new first mate because that was Cyrus.
Hi, Darren here.
Darren is a little busy.
First mate. Okay,
Darren first mate.
Yeah. I can
so you say you just tell Darren that, and he goes, "Okay."
But okay, sure.
Everybody gets off the ship. He says, "Do you want me to find somewhere for them to go?"
Yeah, if you can do that, just keep them safe. I'll take care of Ayla.
Ayla kind of turns. She says,
Unless you want to go with him.
Darren says, "I'll be fine. Just go with China." And Ayla's like, "Yeah, okay." And then she goes with you.
Okay.
She leads you through the town, and it's like the streets are already empty. It is barren at this point. Everybody's evacuated back to their homes, and you can see other stones have already crushed. They haven't like toppled whole buildings. They have landed in the streets. There are a couple of things destroyed, but you see no corpses. There doesn't look like mass death has happened at any scale, but occasionally you do see, like in the distance, there's a bunch of dust in the air. There is a building that has collapsed.
Make like an insight check? I'm wondering if like the way that they are attacking the city is more, they're doing it to be more like warning shots, just like how a ship would
Make
shoot
an
a
insight
cannon across a bow. It's not amazing. 12.
It's actually pretty easy to tell that that's what they are doing. They're not. If they wanted to full scale assault the city, it would look a lot different. This you can tell just by being on the sea for quite a while that these are warning shots.
Okay.
And they're making their power known by showing, look how big these boulders are. This could kill like a dozen people at once.
I've used the same tactic before. I've actually used it against
Simonog?
the Sea Ghost and and Hemo.
That's right. I remember that.
I've done that before on the same on the brass. What was it called beforehand? What was it called beforehand? I forget.
The boiling.
Nope.
No, fuck, I can't remember the name.
I don't remember the name either.
Okay,
hold on. It's in my notes. It's 100% in my notes.
I can load up Darren's sheet. It's probably on that.
Loyalty's brand.
Loyalty's brand.
Loyalty's brand.
Oh, good times.
The boiling.
Good
Boiling.
Boiling.
No, I remember
Boiling
it was
sea.
Loyalty's brand, and it's the legend behind it was that wherever it travels, the sea boils with it. So, that was a loud
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the rocks falling.
Sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally you just see a couple of them fall. And some people are out in the streets, and city watch is like blowing whistles and horns and whatnot. And as you kind of make your way across the streets, occasionally like fighter jets, you see Griffin riders fly overhead. A couple more go overhead, and they kind of fly their way off to their posts and whatnot. The city is just in this state of like almost like a pure lockdown. And as you're making your way over and heading up one of the larger streets down Waterdeep, and there's crowds of people up in this some of the districts who are trying to kind of force their way into different places. People trying to get home, carriages moving along. It's a bit more chaotic up here. You make your way up the road, and you see two familiar faces. Ari and Ira, you turn in the middle of the street, right where we had just left off, and you turn down the street as you were making your way along, and you do see old familiar faces. You see China and Ayla standing in the street, and they go, "Hey, ha, ah, da, da." That's what Ayla says, and she kind of makes her way over towards you guys, and she says, "Hey, what's going on?"
They won our December.
Yeah, who's that? Is he like is it like the king?
No.
No,
I don't even know where he
we
is.
don't have a king.
You don't have a king. Then what do you have?
Masked Lords.
An open lord.
What's that?
It's tough to explain
That's
right
not
now.
important.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Off
You're
the
right.
Streets at least.
It's not your king, though.
No.
No.
Okay, that's what I
An
thought.
asshole is
That's
what he is.
oh, who is he?
An old Harper. Get
Do we have
inside,
somewhere
come
that
on.
we could be? Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
right
inside the
here.
tavern.
All right.
It's not gonna do much if a boulder decides to hit it, but
Well, it doesn't seem like they're aiming for the buildings necessarily. They're all warning
I'm pointing
shots.
to a building that is
Well,
currently...
from where you're standing, you can't see any. It's more like I was describing that as Chino was going along, occasionally you would see like a building had toppled near one because the infrastructure was so shitty that it had like crumbled because a rock landed near it.
Okay. At the end of last game, you described a boulder going through a building, which is why I pointed.
I thought I described it just landed in the street. It did go through a building on the port.
Okay, well...
You guys hear, it's uncertain. You don't know. Ira, you both are right. As you guys are going along, you hear the crowd kind of go up again as you hear a distant hit the
we should go
rumbling
upstairs.
sound hit the
All of our
ground.
stuff is up there, and we need to talk to someone anyways.
If you don't mind, we'll follow along.
Yes.
As you guys make your way
Little
back inside that
unsafe
tavern,
ship.
it is completely empty except for that hooded woman. She's older looking.
Wait, she's still in here?
Yep. And she's still in there. She's wearing these kind of red, like it's like green robes that go down her body. They cover up a lot of her. She's she's older, like in her like 60s, almost early 70s, and she has like dusky brown skin, gray hair going down, and it's like tied up into a couple of like buns in the back of her head that kind of go down. She has this like very intricate hairstyle kind of going down. She looks, not a cut above the average person. And you guys can clearly notice just by virtue of who you are, she does have a sword down on her side that is a bit concealed. And as you make your way in, she sees you and she says, do you know what's going on?
People looking for artists. Well,
Giants?
people.
Giants are.
There's boulders coming from the sky, from clouds.
From
Yes.
from giants in the clouds.
Oh. They're
Yes.
looking for artist Simber?
Yes, you
Yes.
said you needed to talk to us.
I did, yes.
Is it pertinent
This seems
to
to
this?
be a bit more pressing, but it could be.
What is it? These
I
two are friends
know
that we
artist
can go
Simber.
to.
I've heard of him before.
Yeah, so have we.
Do you know who he is?
Just that he
I've
was a harper.
only heard his name.
I also know he was a harper. I haven't introduced myself. I'm also aware you two are harpers. And you two as well. She points to the Genasis.
We're not harpers.
Well, excuse me then.
They're
I hope I
friends.
didn't blow your cover.
No, they
It's
already.
fine.
My name
they
is Sindra
probably already-
Sylvain. And this is a very unlikely time that we've met. But I need your help.
You a harper.
I was
Yes.
never officially a harper, but I know many of them. I have many friends in the harpers. Mert knows me. I'm the one that paid you to go find that soulmonger.
Well, we didn't find it, and Mert doesn't want us to go find it.
Mert told me that it was in Chult.
Yes.
I have connections in that place, and I assume he didn't want to send you there.
He said that there are harper agents there already.
There are. I'm friends with one of them.
Hmm.
His name is... And, I swear to God, I'm not fucking with you. Oh, sorry. Trying to grab it. It's a friend. He's a friend of mine in Port Nyanzaru. His name is Wakanga Otamu.
Okay. Don't know how to
So
spell
it was Otamu.
Yes,
Wakanga Otamu.
Wakanga Otamu. He's loyal to the Harpers. Many people in Port Nyanzaru are shady type, bit loyal to the merchant princes rule that city. They are interested in money, their gain.
I assume the people are loyal to them.
Well, does it sound like a group that you're familiar with?
Not really. Oh.
They're secretly all Zentarum loyalists. Though Wakanga seems to be in our graces. Anyways, just friends. People I know who are there. I'm trying to give you a path. I'm saying that I have more that I can give you. I'm willing to bet everything to go there and find this thing and stop it.
Yes, but we can't just not listen to Mert. Now there's this whole issue going on. Do you know where Artist Simber is?
Artist Simber. I don't know where he is, but I know who he is. I once adventured with him. I was once like you, an adventurer. I made a great deal of money, and I'm willing to put all of it on the line to save my life.
We could all go speak with Mert. Maybe
You
he has a
know-
way that we could contact artists.
There's a
Do
death
you know
curse.
why?
Yes.
Do you know why the giants want him? Artis.
Artist Simber is a tricksy fellow. He probably pissed off a bunch of giants for some reason. I'm not certain.
Are there a bunch of giants in Chult?
found
No, that
something.
makes sense. Do you think Artis has gone to Chult?
The one place they wouldn't look for him.
Weren't we told last game that he was in Chult?
I don't think so. Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I think Mert told you. If not, then she'll tell you right now. It would make a lot of sense that he would go to Chult. We had adventured there many times before. It's a perfect place to hide.
Well, sounds like we have.
Have you ever been to Chult?
No, we have.
Beautiful
a
place. I
friend
can tell
that
you
was
about
from
it.
there.
Really?
Fantastic. Yes. Well, I don't know if he's there now, but Furbolg, we had made friends with.
The furbolg that live there in the jungles.
Yes, we should get our things and go speak to Mert and
Yes.
tell him we're going to Chult.
Wait. I'm willing to pay you and help you and fund you people. You, I don't even know what you call yourselves. I know it is you two that,
The Danes.
took care of the
Harper,
dragon
yes.
heist. I also heard about Barovia.
Yes.
I've also heard about the Styes.
No, that was me. Well, I look over to Ayla.
Really?
Yeah.
There's another
What's a
booming.
sty?
There's another booming sound outside.
I don't think it matters what it is right now. There are
We can catch you
boulders
up
hitting
later.
our city.
I know. I'm just.
You don't want us to go to Mert?
No. I have my adventuring life savings I could give you. 100,000 gold pieces. Anything you would need. I have friends in many places. And she walks kind of a bit closer towards you, and she kind of looks you almost just in your eyes, more towards Ari. Have you ever died before?
Yes.
Do you feel it pulling at you, whisking away, as if your body is fading? Your soul calls back to that abyss.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I do. Every day I feel weaker. Every day my soul is moving further away from my body. A long time ago, when I had traveled with Artis Simber, I had died and was brought back to life. This soulmonger, this thing you two found, I don't want the Harpers to have to interfere with it. I want it gone, destroyed, stopped. And I'm willing to put my faith in a group of people like yourselves than a faction or guild like the Harpers.
I don't understand why you came to 2 Harper agents to get a job done by not the Harpers.
At the very least, I'm going to tell him that we're going. He expects us to be here. If he needs us for something else, he'll know to call on someone else.
I came to you because I didn't want to be a shadow representing something in the distance that you couldn't trust. I wanted to be on your level. I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
Ari, right?
Yes.
And Ira.
Ira. Bart's not going to tell me no. If that's where we have to go to save the city, we're supposed to be here to protect the city.
You put that much trust in Mert.
Yes.
Yes.
What about you two?
We're kind of up in the air. I don't put my trust in anyone other than my own crew.
You have a ship?
Aye.
Then we have our heading. Go. If you must talk to Mert, then do it. I just hope that he allows you to join me.
Does he know you personally?
It's a long story. For
I need to
now,
get
we'll
my
say,
things.
sort of.
Where on the port are you guys?
Down by where the I don't know exactly
The dock. Just on Dock Street, right near.
just the main dock area.
Is Ayla like looking at a map? That's
Oh, I
in
have the
our-
map
in
right
our-
here.
I know, it's
I
like
imagine
in our
Ayla's
tavern.
like that.
Yeah, she's like, it's the fourth dock on Dock Street.
All right. See you there.
Jacob,
Yep.
how far away is Mert's place from the docks?
Is it closer than the tavern?
It's actually in the dock ward.
We can just
Teleport
go
there.
there. We might beat you guys there.
Well, they
Does
could
it
just come
work?
with us. Hmm.
Do you really think Mert would be happy with that?
Ayla
Yeah.
goes, we could teleport into the super secret harbor base?
Yeah, no, you guys have to walk. Sorry.
No, I wanted
here's
to
3 gold for a
go.
taxi.
Please, please, please,
Oh,
please, please,
taxi's
please, please,
probably
please,
not
please, please, please.
I can't let you in there. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because you're not a Harper.
Will make me look different.
All right. You know what?
You do it all the time.
Yeah, because I'm a changeling. I can't.
We
Well,
can do
change
it.
me.
We can only change ourselves. For example,
That's
I
a
could-
stupid rule.
For example, I become Ayla. I could
You
do this.
make me breathe underwater.
Don't do
See?
that. That's
With your
weird.
your
And I
magic.
turn back
that you
into
have.
myself.
I
Regardless,
think this is enough
regardless,
arguing. I think we should just move on.
I think Mert will understand if we bring them through. I have a favor, anyways. I'll just ask him to.
All right.
Ignore the 2 non-Harper agents.
I mean, I'm
you think?
assuming they'll be a little busy with what's going on anyways to really
That's fair.
care
Let's
too
go.
much.
She starts going out the building and then around to
Yeah.
the back.
And
Alright.
I'll make sure on the way there, I'll get into my lockbox and grab my bag, which has all of my other money in it.
Perfect. You do that.
Are you
Syndra
make sure
goes
that I
over
have
to
all
you
of my
and
supplies.
Ayla, and she says, "Good to meet you. Name is Syndra. Syndra Sylvain.
China,
China and
Captain China. This is Ayla.
Captain China. Yes, ma'am." And Ayla says, "I'm Ayla, her sister."
Yeah, she technically doesn't have a job.
It's my title. And the 3 of you make your way out and start to head towards the dock ward.
Well, we're teleporting using our teleportation circle.
Ari and Ira are teleporting.
We're teleporting with everyone.
Oh, everybody's going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Ayla's throwing a party. Guys, make your way upstairs. She's like,
I
"Oh."
pointed out that I have a favor with Mert, and I'm gonna ask him to just forgive it, given the situation.
Okay, you you guys go over towards the teleportation circle, and you feel you begin to charge it upwards, and then feel yourself become momentary lightweight, and yeah, I know, explosions! More rocks are falling in the city, and then
Technically, it's illegal now. It's 10:30.
you land
Oh, yeah.
in the
They don't care here.
you land on the next teleportation circle, and let me change up the music real fast.
This is really calm, given what's happening.
Well, it's supposed to just be kind of like an oh shit, what's happening?
It's pretty soft.
All right. You guys teleport into the Harper base, and you make your way over. Looks to still be in pristine kind of state. Ayla's just like, wow. She's like marveling at
Don't
all
touch
touch
this.
anything. No,
Why not?
because you're not even supposed to be here.
Yes.
Keep your
I'm
head
not
down.
gonna take anything.
Let's
You
just
guys.
let them do what they need to do, and we'll get to the docks, back to the ship.
Guys, make your way down a hallway, up a spiral staircase, and then down to another, and you go to the office of Mert. Knock on the door. Door opens, and you see Mert. He's currently standing out on his balcony again, staring around. And he turns around and he says, "Ira, is that you? I'm going
Yes.
to..." And then he kind of stops as he turns, and everybody's standing there. He's,
I know. They're friends.
"Friends of
Fine.
yours.
Yes.
Well then,
They're going to help us.
This is my Mert voice. I gotta get back in my Mert voice. All right.
We know where Artist Simber is.
You do. Syndra steps forward. She says, "Hey, Mert." Yes, Syndra. What are you doing here? I wanted to contact your friends. They're not my friends. They're my
Mert,
agents.
I'm hurt. We're
My-
not friends.
No. You're. It's different. And Syndra kind of rolls her eyes and she says, "Look, I'm taking them. I'm taking them to Chult, and we're gonna find Artist Simber, and we're gonna
Kick
stop
his
the
ass.
Soulmonger." Well, okay. Well, he might deserve that, but
We're going to send him to the Giants, who are probably going to kick his ass.
we're not gonna do that. That's not.
Oh,
that was
okay.
not a part of the plan. We're
going to find out what he did.
Mert says,
And
"You're
kick
going
his
to get
ass.
the Ring of Winter back." And Syndra says,
Ring of
"He has the
Winter?
Ring of Winter?"
What now?
What is
Mert
that?
says, "That's intelligence that you wouldn't have got if you had not come to me." And he steps forward, he pulls out his cane, he kind of steps on it, and then you watch as he kind of kind of coughs a bit. And you watch as Syndra kind of shifts her eyes a bit. Our intelligence has talked to the frost giants that are currently surrounding the city. There's a blockade.
Ooh, not good.
There's ships out in the dock. And she kind of steps back a bit and she says, "They want the Ring of Winter. He took it." He says, "Why would he take that from them?" "I don't know."
What does this ring do?
Yeah.
You both raise your hand and say that. Gina's also like, "I would also like to know what this is." She says,
Sheena's just like in the back, like, oh boy.
"It's a powerful ring." Hang on, give me a second. More rocks are falling.
And there's a bunch.
A lot this time.
At the
They're
same
like,
time.
fuck you guys, you haven't brought Artist Simber to us yet.
Hope this is like the last hurrah. And they're like, all right, we're going to bed. We're all old people
Yeah,
around
no,
here.
right?
Jeez.
The Ring of Winter is an artifact, a powerful item made of pure frost. Well, an item that can summon frost. It possesses the ability to control weather, to manipulate cold at your fingertips, and even freeze time itself. It belonged to the frost giants. They built it. And now Artist Simber has it. And he's kept it for a long time, but we told him to give it back. And he's taken it for himself. I never knew we could trust him. And Syndra says, "You don't know anything about him." She says, "I know enough about you." She kind of steps back a bit. "So, you care about artists then? Not this death curse?" Mert kind of turns his head, and she says, "Mert, we all know you've been revived from the dead, too." He stares up and he says, "You have more experience with this than I do. How long do I have?" She says, "I don't know."
What do you, major question here. Are we dying because we've died before? Because you didn't
kind of important.
you didn't mention that earlier when you asked if I've died before.
They both look at you.
Pretty
Have
sure
you?
both of us have. I'm pretty sure both of us have.
Oh no, you didn't die. I stopped it.
Okay, I was close.
I died. I went to heaven.
You don't feel it. This is
Ikea.
Mert. He says that.
No. Don't know what you're
Where
talking
did you
about.
die?
Where did I die? Werewolves killed me.
Barovia.
And that's why.
It's outside of time.
Outside of our plane. Your soul never left.
But it's not. Oh.
When
Remember
your soul
when-
leaves the
when
material
Strahd-
plane, it makes its way. It no longer belongs here anymore.
When Strahd was in Barovia,
I remember that, but
souls
I
never
went
left Barovia.
somewhere. Like I didn't stay. I didn't get trapped.
If your soul was in Barovia, it definitely was trapped.
It might have been more like a vision.
Okay.
Well, regardless, anybody who's been brought back from the dead is slowly being killed once again. And it has to do with this soulmonger. So
Sounds
yes,
like we have 2 big jobs to do in in Chult.
find the Ring of Winter. Find Artist Simber.
Kick his ass.
Kick his ass. And Sindra says, we're not going to kick his ass.
You're not coming, are you?
I am coming.
All right, we'll decide what we do when we see him. If he resists giving the ring back, we might not have much of a choice.
And get rid of the Soulmonger. Destroy it. Otherwise, all will
Writing
be
down
lost.
our game plan. We take your boat. Are you okay with us using your boat to go to Chult? Do you want to come to Chult? You don't have to come to Chult.
I mean, if she is offering to pay, she kind of nods towards.
China, isn't it?
Aye.
Mert says to you. I've been keeping my eyes on you.
I'm not surprised.
Have you been keeping your eyes on me? Who are you? Oh.
It's China's sister.
Take your
Regardless,
boat,
they have the ship. And
sail to Chult.
Mert
have
kind of
marines.
opens up his hand towards you, China, and he says, we'd be willing to take a fierce pirate. Wouldn't say pirate, sorry. We would be willing to take a fierce captain like yourself among our ranks in the Harpers. And Sindra kind of steps forward and she says, do you offer your hand to anybody that you wish to pledge your allegiance to? Anyone that has any semblance of power and you want them on your side? Mert stays looking at you, China.
I will take it as a compliment, but I do not think I can take you up on that offer. I would be
Understand.
willing to work with you and your group, but I've worked for people before, and I have decided to work for myself.
Understandable. It's good to have an ally.
It is.
Well, what has she promised you?
She's promised gold, so that's the simple way to do with my business, but I'm also not just in it for that.
All right. Well, you better get a move on. I have a home frontier to hold
May I
down.
ask you of a favor, though, as a help for me? If we can get through this, of course. I'm looking for someone.
Who?
An orc named Braka.
I can do my best.
That is all I ask. My trail has run cold.
Well, work your way up, prove your allegiance, give me something, and I'll give you what you want.
A favor for a favor.
Who is she?
Our mother.
All right. Go.
Right,
Ari,
one last
Ira,
thing.
please stay behind. Well, wait here. I want to talk to you for a moment.
Just
Okay.
kind of gives a little salute and
All right.
You said 4th Street? Or 4th Dock?
fourth dock is hard to miss.
Oh,
Perfect.
we've seen your ship before. Don't worry.
It's the big one.
You guys make your way out of the room. Mert shuts the door with the mage hand. And he says, like I said before, I hate to lose you. The both
Well,
of
it
you.
sounds like if we don't go, we're going to lose you, and that's not going to happen.
You're my bastions of Waterdeep. But right now, Waterdeep is in danger. I once again need to count on you to help me save it.
We were going either way.
I don't care about Artist Simber. Bring me that ring. He abandoned us a long time ago. And now, he's trying to run away with some kind of guilt.
What
Don't
did he do?
worry about me.
Can we trust her?
Sindra?
Yes.
There may have been a time where you could have. But you need to trust your instincts.
Our goals seemed aligned at the moment. You want the thing destroyed, she wants the thing destroyed.
Yes.
We all want the Ring of Winter. We want Waterdeep safe. At the moment, I think she can be trusted.
I will not lie to you. I am dying. But that ring This city is more important than me. Be careful.
I will. Could you tell our boss that I won't be in on Monday?
Of course.
Right.
We'll be having a meeting anyways. I'm certain many of them will not be there in meeting.
Right.
Take these if you need them. And he hands you a box, a small wooden box about this big, and hands it over towards you, Ira.
I'll take it and open it.
You open it. It's paper birds, but they are they look like they're red and they're tipped with blue at the end. And he says, "These are only for emergencies."
Teleporting?
They don't teleport. They're just very, very fast.
How many are there, Jacob?
100.
Holy shit.
That's a lot of emergencies.
And they move. They move 4 times the speed as a normal paper bird.
Okay. 100. Oh. Unidentified item 7 becomes 100, 4 times speed. Paper birds. Alright. I'll close the box.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll be back soon.
Yes.
I hope so. Now go. For the
Of
Harpers.
course.
And for Waterdeep. And for... and for all of Faerun. Have you been reading the Chronicles of Narnia? Get out of my office! And you guys are let out, and the rest of them are in the hallway.
So what is Chult like? And I'll just start walking.
Yeah, you
towards
guys start
the
walking. You
exit.
start making your exit. She says, Chult's wonderful. I've never been there before. How about you, Captain Sheena? Ever made your way south towards Chult?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's a peninsula ringed with mountains, choked with rainforests. There's enormous reptiles, savage goblins, and an army of undead prowl its jungles and ruins.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
love goblins.
Mapping the
Fantastic.
place has always been almost nigh impossible, and nothing is known about the region's current geography beyond a few miles from the coast. So it sounds wonderful. Oh, it's also wrought with even insects and some diseases, and
I see why it's the perfect place to hide.
right.
No one wants to go there. We should go.
Port
No.
Nyanzaru's
We're
great.
walking. We're already
Yeah, you
walking.
guys are walking, and you guys are going, and she says, Port Nyanzaru is a great place to visit if you don't mind the heat all that much. And Ayla's like, ugh.
Hot there.
Oh, it's very
like-
hot.
Sounds like we might. Need
But
to
you can
close
cool
when we get
off while watching some of the dinosaur races. Ayla says, what? A dinosaur.
there. Dinosaur vases.
A big lizard creature. She goes, what? Whoa, this place sounds awesome!
You must also think that unicorns are real.
Yeah. Chena says, oh, we need to go get Darren and the crew.
Yeah,
We're going towards the docks.
we're not going to be able to take off without them.
Well,
I'm
yeah, we should go
I'm
get
gonna
them.
open up
Yes.
the box, and I'll give Chena a bird. Just write on that and say who you're sending it to. He'll get it in a moment.
All right.
Plot device!
She'll invite out to Darren. Get the crew to the ship. We're taking off.
You write it on the kind of red and blue paper, and as you kind of write it out, it automatically kind of origami folds itself into a bird, and then you watch normal paper just like flutter up into the air, and they go towards your sender. This one rockets off into the air. It's just gone.
The inspiration for the Raven in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's the ravens in Game of Thrones. That's how Danny knew about the. Yeah, it was the raven that just flew super fucking fast.
Right,
Yeah.
Danny just forgot about the Iron Fleet.
You guys make your way to the boat, and actually, at the same time as you guys reach the Bronze Phoenix, you see a couple of guards kind of standing out in the way. City Watch is standing out. They say, "Hey, no one on the ships." Kind of old. There's a dwarven fellow with his
Do I
human buddy
recognize
next to
this
him.
dwarven fellow?
You don't recognize him. There's a lot of City Watch.
No, I'm talking recognize.
Oh no. He's not a Harper agent.
Is he paid off by the Harpers?
No, he's not. As you make your way,
Are they just ignoring? Or
Yeah, he's got like a whistle down on his side. He says, "Hey, nobody onto the ships."
We're under orders to go retrieve Artist Simber. We know where he is.
Who are you?
Adventurers, mercenaries. You guys are needed to protect the city, so they're sending us.
Human kind of steps up and he says, there's a blockade out there. You take a ship out there, they're going to blow you to pieces.
We'll tell them that we're looking for Artist Simber.
You're going to tell the giants that you're
Yes.
looking for... who the hell are these two? Not these two. They said, who the hell are you guys? Stomp your way over here. Think you can push around the city watch?
We own the Spectre and Spirits down that way.
You own the Spectre and Spirits?
Yeah.
The dwarf kind of looks over and says, that's the best goddamn drinks I've ever had in a long time. All right, get on your ship. And he walks away.
Ooh, didn't know we had this much clout.
But neither did I.
I suppose you guys are well known in this.
And then
I
you
have
see
the clout.
Darren and the crew are making their way forward.
That's our crew. Let them on too.
All right, they let the crew onto the Brass Phoenix. You guys make your way on board. And what are you doing?
Ira just kind of waves at Darren, seeing him again.
Oh, hey, you. You're the
Yes.
The Spider-Man meme.
It's the Spider-Man meme.
Oh,
Wait.
you know what? This will put it better for you. I'm the one that can do this, and I turn into Darren.
Yep, you're the
Alright,
snapping guy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't snap
Alright.
though because that's not the point.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
do you
weird.
think we should tell Mycroft anything?
No.
Do you
No,
want to go
he's
back
probably-
in and
no?
put
Well, I've got
just behind
99
schedule?
of those birds.
I'm sure he's figured it out by now.
Syndra is walking.
He probably, let's be honest, he probably has an underground bunker in his
Yeah.
shop.
Syndra is walking around the ship, and she kind of stares around. And she says, "This is a damn fine ship."
Oh, thank you.
And
Now we
she
just need to
just
figure
looks around.
out-
She's just
Darren,
in marvel at it.
Darren, set a course to Chult.
Yes, but
Schult?
how are we?
Where's
how are we?
Schult?
Well,
I think
the
she
maps.
knows. I point to Syndra.
She says it's south. It's She goes over towards a map and like charts it out, and Darren says, "Oh, okay," and he kind of figures it out and knows where it is. Says, "All right." Well,
So how are we telling the giants that we're getting?
Do you
that we're
speak
going
giant?
for artists?
I do.
No. You.
You?
Oh, okay.
Great. You can talk
Perfect.
to them then.
Gina, you speak giant?
Yes, I do. Don't ask me how. Well,
Oh, it's the
You know how.
runes, the rune
yes,
stuff.
the rune,
Oh, you're so smart.
which will be helpful for this.
Perfect.
Right,
Hopefully
the
they don't-
runes. That's so
hopefully-
funny.
Hopefully they don't blow us up before we get to them.
Right? It is funny. You're joking. I can
Yeah,
tell
don't
you're
know what you're
joking.
talking about.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I like you. I boop her little nose.
I like you. She boops your nose.
Oh, don't boop me.
Sorry. The crew gets ready. They they lower the sails. They prepare, and who's on the steering wheel? Is it you, China?
Nope. I have a whole list. Hold on. It is the helmsman
Mm-hmm.
is a halfling.
All right.
Oh.
That's awesome.
I rolled for the races. So I have
I'll,
to be a half-
I'll go.
named
I'll
Katrina
go.
Sunderland.
That's great.
If we have to
Then-
go over, I'll go with you because I can at least understand what they say.
All right.
Translate for me though, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm going to cast comprehend languages
Okay. You guys
because
take,
I have that spell.
You guys take off on the ship and make your way off into the sea, leaving the dock of Waterdeep. As you guys move around, kind of like the surrounding islands that move around the dock, you can see off in the distance massive ships, like 5 times the size of the Brass Phoenix. Like you've seen like a man of war. This
That
is
makes
like
sense.
a galleon, like
A
it's
god of war.
Yeah, it's the God of War. Like, you know the aircraft, the ships that carry like aircraft. It's got like
aircraft carriers.
yeah, aircraft
an
carriers.
aircraft carrier.
Sorry, yeah. It's like almost the size of that. And you just see these massive creatures on board, huge sails. And there's off in the distance, there's about 4 of them. And you guys start to make your way in, and Darren's like, if we're going to make our way south, we need to make our way that way. And you guys kind of turn off towards south, making your way away from Waterdeep. And Syndra kind of looks around, she says, well, I hope you guys know what you're doing.
Did we tell them that we know where Artist Ember is?
That's what we're planning on doing with the
Yeah,
giants.
but what would just stop them from just rushing to Chult to do it themselves?
Bit of silence
Because-
kind of falls over the
Say we
ship.
are tracking him down. Not enough information.
We have a lead.
Can someone remember white flag first, though?
They gotta go over and then get up a white flag and whatnot.
Do you think they understand that?
If they have their own ships, I'm assuming they do.
Ship
If they
etiquette.
can make a
Mhm.
ring
What if
that
it's
stops time.
What if it's a black flag for them though? What if white
Then-
flag means we're fighting and black flag means we surrender?
Well,
Then we'll
then they're running off of no standard ship knowledge. So
They're
we would
giants.
screw- we
They
would be-
came from the sky.
We would be screwed either way. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Alright, so-
Darren kind of off on the side, kind of looking down at the map, and he says, "Hey, you know, I'm from undersea. I know what a white flag means."
Fair.
As the ship makes its way closer and closer towards the massive ship, you just
Darren actually probably does know whether or not giants know what a white flag is.
yeah, because that's why I fucking said that.
Blood hunter.
He's not going to be like, "Oh, I'm a monster hunter," so you know.
Yeah.
But you guys get closer, and this ship just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just shadowing over yours, and then as you're about
I
maybe
thought my ship was big.
1,000
they
feet
speak
away
common?
from it, you just see this huge boulder lay into the water, and it like splashes near you. Water hits everybody. You're all like nearly soaked, and you just feel the ship kind of rock up in the tidal wave upwards and down as you watch as the ship slowly begins to turn towards you.
Take off my cloak.
They don't have cannons. They're
No,
just
but-
throwing rocks.
Raise.
Do you think they speak common? Because I tend to be the talker, but
Well,
I mean,
we'll
if
see.
you want to do it, then
Keep going a little bit. If they throw another one, we'll drop the anchor and raise the sails.
The crew kind of just like, aye, aye, and then kind of go forward, and they drop the anchor, and they prepare, and they kind of, there's this kind of like silence falls over the ship as like, you just hear the waiting of the boat in the water as the other giant ship kind of slowly, you hear it like aching closer, and just, it's immediate like shadow over your ship, like that you can't see the sun. It's just so massive. And let me pull something up real fast.
If we pull up near them, still raise the sails, but don't drop the anchor.
tell them that Artis is underground somewhere. They're so big, they probably couldn't get under. That's why we're going.
Mm-hmm.
If they speak common, I can talk to them. But
As you get closer
Mark.
and closer, you see peering over the top of the ship, kind of like, so like your like the deck of your ship is only about really only about 50 feet shorter than theirs because they don't have cannons. And it kind of just goes down.
I'm assuming because of like how the kind of nature of how giants tend to be shown. I'm imagining it's a massive like long ship.
It's a
like
massive
Viking
Viking
longship.
ship. Yep. No,
Yeah.
you're perfectly right. And as it gets over, you see this huge giant, deep blue skin, white like braided white beard going down his body, long white hair, rings in the eyebrows, pure like ice cold eyes, and he's just like his head is like 10 feet tall. And he just stands up there staring downwards towards all of you with like these fur cloaks kind of covering his body as he stares down. And he's,
I'll call it when it gets close enough. I'll call out. We request permission to leave, and I say that in giant.
yeah. And you just hear China basically, it's just like, Trete fear von Confit. And like the giant stares
I
down and
understand
just says,
it, just so
yeah, you know what's going on. And he just kind of like, Jotun von Kintur. And his voice booms as he speaks. And he basically just says, what is the reason for your escape?
We are the ones tasked by Waterdeep to retrieve your artist Simber for you.
Where is he?
We are not sure, but we have a lead. A place where you cannot go. But we can.
Turns, one of the other giants kind of looks kind of like angry, like a smaller one kind of turns over and says,
Good luck, buddy.
we must
And
find him. And the
I'll
other one
give
says,
Gina
no.
inspiration.
Okay.
You have a D6 if Chick makes you roll something.
Another one kind of comes from the back, this a female-looking giant. She has like a rock ready. It's like covered in ice. And she says, we should sink them for even speaking his name. And the lead giant kind of is just like holding the back, and he says, stop. And he just stares at you. Roll persuasion.
Take that D6.
Is this first roll?
First roll of today's game.
Oh.
Well, today. For them, it's first roll of part 2.
Do I want to use that D6 for this particular
When
roll?
else are you going to use it? It
only
only
lasts
lasts
a
2
minute.
minutes.
Yeah,
For
sure.
when you're fighting them.
Yeah.
Please no.
It adds a 1 to it, so 19.
19. He sits back a bit.
About half of my bonus.
Looks around your ship. You are going to retrieve him.
Yes. And what he
us
took from you.
the ring. And he steps back. Forward! And to everybody else, they're just speaking in like to treat the convol. Like it's just like these like one syllable words constantly going over. And occasionally when China's just like 4-ton fine Waterdeep and like things like that, and it's like okay. And then as he steps back, he says forward, and he watches the ship begins to take off once more, kind of making its way along through the water, and like goes around the back and reforms back into the blockade.
Let's go.
Drop the sails, move forward.
Everybody starts freaking out, going throughout the ship, dropping the sails, and then you guys start to make your way forward. And Syndra
Turn to
kind of
Gina.
turns.
Not bad.
Thanks.
I would have said it a little differently, I think, but
I think that they understood. Well, I think that they understood a little more straightforward than overly flashy.
That was a fine display
Flashy
there.
always works.
Syndra looks towards all of you, and she just says, that was a fine display there. I think you guys will do well in Chult.
Let's just hope so.
So you didn't do the Barovia thing, and you didn't do the Tharsden thing?
What's a Tharzadon?
A crazy fishy monster from another dimension that was trying to take over or something like
I mean,
no,
we
did
He was
kill
almost
the
going to take
vampire.
over my mind, says
we
Ayla.
did sort of deal with an aboleth. Does that count?
It was similar to an aboleth, I think.
And a vampire.
We were there for that.
You were there for that?
Yeah, we were there dealing with the first aboleth, but this was another aboleth thing.
Gotcha.
It's very similar, at least.
But yes, no, we did deal with...
Do you want to say the name?
The name of what?
We dealt with the Barovia situation.
Yeah, and the Waterdeep
Voldemort.
situation.
Although technically we didn't fight him, we also did kind of deal with Jarlaxle.
We fought Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle, huh?
Yes.
Jarlaxle Bainray. What's he up to nowadays?
He's no longer alive.
Oh,
I think Mert killed him.
Yeah, Mert killed him when we fought.
of course he
Everyone,
did.
it was a mess in the.
Mert hates
in the-
Jarlaxle.
Well, it was quite
He
a mess
did.
in the vault.
There was everyone there.
Everyone was there. Castlanters, Jarlaxle, the Zentrum, Harpers.
That beholder never came though.
Right.
I'm going to let you guys deal with that. I have a ship to run.
Well, maybe we'll run into some more old friends in Chult.
So, how long is this journey?
This journey?
Like a week?
Darren?
A day?
Darren is looking it up. Hang on.
How much, what do you guys have in terms of supplies? We didn't even think to check any of that.
We just restocked,
I
so
think I can make
perfect.
food.
it's not. It won't
Yeah,
be
but
great food. It's
if you-
it's.
If you have to make it with the spell, though,
Oh no, I
magic-
can make water. I can't make food.
Well, that's okay.
Well, I hope you guys like some hardtack and beans once in a while.
Oh, so it's rations.
Yeah, food.
It's
Mm,
a
dinner.
little bit worse than even rations, but
Darren says.
it makes do on the sea.
Darren
Been a
says,
while.
Just make sure you don't get scurvy.
well,
Are
as
we
long as we
top?
have a fair voyage, there's a couple of islands we can stop by and stock up if need be. But
We
it
will
should
do
be
that.
about 2 10 days before we get there.
All right.
This is gonna be boring.
Do you guys have any performers?
No.
What you do now?
Before.
All right, then that's yours.
China's,
job.
Ayla's like, performers? Are you guys the circus?
No,
No.
musicians.
Do we look like circus folk?
We used to be a three-person.
You change your
act.
face and you wear a lot of bright colors. So
I look down, wearing green.
she's wearing blue.
Speaking of, I'm probably going to have to get new clothes when we get to.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
Darren says, don't worry, we can stop at a port nearby and we can restock up on anything you guys need.
You think I can wear the cloak?
No, it'd be too hot.
What is my cloak?
What? It depends.
It billows.
That's
Then
silly.
maybe it should be fine. If it's loose enough to billow,
Well,
it's
it's a
magic.
magic item.
then even better.
I look at Ari. It's my cloak.
I do
It's
well in
fine.
the heat, so I'm
whatever.
fine.
So what do you guys do around here to keep yourself entertained? If you don't have entertainers, play cards.
Oh, we play a
Some
lot of games.
There's a couple of that know how to sing a shanty or two.
I Spy. Play that one. I Spy Blue.
Ayla.
No.
That's not, I don't like this game. Darren kind of turns over and he says, when you get bored, that's normally when we start drinking. And Sindra kind of steps forward and says, I like that a lot. I like, rum?
There's some down. Talk to Death, the drow. You'll be able to get something.
She kind of makes her way down.
He'll be in the galley.
And
Have we
you
ever done a
guys...
sea shanty, Ari?
No, I don't like the ocean.
I imagine sometimes
thought I heard the
Yeah.
old man say, leave her,
Leave her,
Johnny, leave
leave
her. He can't sing over Zoom. it's just disorienting.
Even though we're right across the street, it's still enough of a lag.
I know, right? It's so dumb. You guys are traveling for a good 10 days. And
Well, we can keep spirits high with music.
let's go ahead and roll some stuff because Ghost of Saltmarsh has cool
Yeah.
rules for this. I just would like to say that I am not the biggest fan of Faerun and Forgotten Realms. I like it. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What I love about it so much is that I can go on Google and Google some random thing from Forgotten Realms and it's all fleshed out and there's just shit
Yeah.
for it. It's like, oh, this is so cool. So I like how developed it is. That is what is
Yeah.
my favorite part about it. Okay.
Partly because it's been going on for so long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. I like that the big old world and all of its lore and shit's really cool.
And we've like
let's get some
put
sea
many
sailing
campaign
music.
settings, many video games into it.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
It's pretty dope.
yeah, I assume that like the crew once in a while like sings a sea shanty to themselves, but they're
Mhm.
not like professional. There's no professional entertainers on board, so it's
Now there are.
It's fun for you.
There are.
Yeah, there are. Ari. But it's
Mhm.
fun. It's fun for you too because it's like it's not about the performance when with these sea shanties. And I would say that this is something new for Ari and Ira. And I get that you two probably understand it, but it's for your characters, which is kind of interesting. You guys are normally used to like performing and making it interesting and fun. When the crew starts to sing a sea shanty, it's less about the performance and more about the camaraderie, the morale behind it. And when everybody starts singing, it's almost like, what are we doing? And then you find yourself joining in just because you want to be a part of these people, this small society that's on a place in the middle of the ocean. And it's comforting. And it's less of like a, hey, let's have fun and sing, and more of a, this is how we pass the time. This is how we stick together. And you guys end up learning some of the sea shanties that they sing along the ocean. And it's always a nice time of solstice when everybody starts singing a sea shanty. And you guys add your own little bits to it, and people get used to it, and they laugh, and it's fun. All right, travel at sea. Ooh, fun stuff.
Yeah, I have all the information for the Brass Phoenix if you want.
All right. To determine hazards at random, roll a d20 at the start of every day of an ocean voyage. There's everything from a lot of things.
Yep.
So
We travel at 96 miles per day.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the first 3 days out at sea are fine. And the first 3 days the last 3 days getting to Chult are okay. So 13 days. And I'll say the day you guys arrive to the island, to the port, is also okay. So anytime you guys are getting near land, it's fine.
I'm actually just gonna...
Maybe 14 days?
You want me to roll 13 times, I'm assuming?
Well, it's 1 for the
we could
island,
split it up.
3 after leaving, 3 after getting to Chult. Yeah, you're right, 13. So roll a d20 13 times.
We could split it up between the three of us.
Well, I have the Discord open, and I'm just gonna...
Yeah, so do I.
Automatically roll 13 times. Ooh, boy.
Can I take 6 of them?
11 for day one, for the 4th day, technically.
Hang on. Do you guys want to split up those dice rolls?
I already rolled all of them.
Gosh, Tyler, okay.
Well, it's because I had there's a command to roll d20s multiple dice in a row, all in one command, so I just did it all. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Just let me know if you got any natural 20s.
I got 2.
All right. So when are those 2 natural 20s?
Day 1, 2, 3. So 4. So that's day 7. So 7 days in.
Day 7.
And then day
11.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Day 7 and
can see
11. So roll it. Ari, roll a
God
d20.
damn it, I want to slurp.
Ira, roll a d20. Ari, you're day 7. Ira, you're day 11. Ari, what'd you get?
16.
I want to talk about it.
You got a 1?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why have you been rolling so many 1s?
That's bad.
What'd you get, Ira?
My new Chaos Bolt dice are really bad.
I got a 16.
16.
You got a natural 1.
Well,
Do I add anything?
Nope, it's just random. Okay, Ari, roll another d20. Ira, roll another d20.
Okay, I'll roll a different d20 this time.
Okay. Another 1?
No, 2.
2? No,
I
that's actually really good. This is the DC. The lower it is, the better. What'd you get, Ira?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, well, the DC is very low, so not a big deal. It's like if you rolled a 20, the hazard DC is 25. So
it was like if we had rolled a 1, then a 20, it would have been bad.
Yes.
All right.
It was really bad.
Oh, yeah. I love these tables. So, for example, I just want to give an idea for this because I think it's fun to talk about it. If Ari rolled a crew conflict, so something's happening in the crew that's creating a conflict, and if you had rolled a 20 and the hazard DC was 25, the description is murder, serious brawl involving some of the crew, which can lead to mutiny. But you rolled a 10, which is just a minor scuffle or petty theft. So what ends up happening is on like the 7th journey, you run out of rum. Uh-oh. And everybody is blaming each other, and they're just like, "Who drank all the rum?" And Darren's like, "Guys, let's not get in a big scuffle."
Why is all the rum always gone?
Yeah, and the rum is gone. People are upset. Some people think they stole it. Some people think what's her name?
Sindra
had drank all of it. She's like, "I have not been drinking all the rum. They're like, you have definitely been drinking all the rum. And Ayla's like, yeah, you have. And Darren's like, Ayla, please don't get involved in this. She says, I'm not angry. I don't even really drink that much. So the crew is a bit at odds right now. I need the captain to make an intimidation check.
I'm sorry, does the first mate need to do something?
The first mate needs to make an intimidation check. You can go ahead. You can roll it.
Pull up Darren's character sheet.
And who is the cook?
The cook is Dareth the elf.
Dareth the elf needs to make a brewer's
the drow,
supply.
actually.
Amazing. He needs to make a intelligence brewer's supplies check.
Okay.
Making
That's
intimidation.
I rolled a 10 on my intimidation check, just so you know.
Okay.
24.
The DC's 10. All right. So China
Sorry,
and
23.
What did Dareth get?
I need to look up.
I have a character named Darren, and the cook's name is Dareth.
Yeah.
That's his life.
Skilled worker 5e. What's like a skilled worker?
They're commoners. It's just going to be 10 all over, so just a 0. Well, it's his skill, so I'll say like
give
a
him
plus
proficiency.
2. Give him proficiency, so +2.
It's +2. Okay. Oh, he didn't do well. 7.
Okay. Well, we can't whip up any more rum. You guys have a success. The hazard ends. I want you to describe to me how Darren... I'll let you be Darren for a minute here, Colton. Darren and China calm down the crew. You don't have to. I can do it.
No, you just gotta give me a second. So the situation... The situation is the rum is all gone.
It had been rationed out. Everybody could have had rum, and somebody drank more of it than they should have. And everybody's up in arms about it. They want justice for the person who did it.
Uh-huh. Hold on, can I...
And you guys are on a ship. You don't have time for justice.
No.
What type of justice would you all even want for someone to drink a little too much rum?
Are you going to question them?
No, I look around them when I say that, and if no one answers, then I just say, all right, fine, to buy more rum, since we don't know who did it, we'll dock everyone's pay a bit. Or we could just drop it.
Everybody's like, oh shit. And then they all kind of turn towards Chino like, that's not actually going to happen, right?
Listen to your first mate.
And they are quickly scared into being like, yeah, okay, this isn't that big a deal. And they know they're going to dock soon, so they know that they can stock up on more of it, and you successfully calm down the crew. And Dareth is like, I can't do anything! We only have hardtack!
Yeah, I don't exactly expect you to make rum out of nothing, so...
Yeah, it's fine. We'll pick up more rum when we get back.
On the 5th day, you guys do dock. Oh, sorry. On the 11th day, you guys do dock.
Oh, well, that was the day that something was supposed to go wrong.
On the 10th day, you guys dock, gather rum. It's a good night, and then the next day, there's a storm.
All right.
Yeah.
That was a 16, and then I rolled a 1 for the DC.
Yeah. By the way, I imagine it's the whole me rolling far less than Darren. That's why Darren did most of the talking there. Gina's just like, listen to him.
That works.
Amazing. All right, so it is a storm. It is a heavy gale, so there's just a lot of heavy winds. It's cloudy overhead. There's a bit of rain coming down. You know, it's just going to require work from the crew in order to bring this all together. And by the way, Ari, I know you're sitting there doing nothing, just being on the ship going like, I'm just riding along in a boat. If there's anything you want to do, just let me know, and you can help out with this stuff.
I'd like to prank some people.
You're going to prank people?
Yeah.
Ari or Ira will definitely get in on
Describe to me your prank.
I'd like to do my favorite prank.
Mm-hmm.
In the night, I'd like to go into the sleeping quarters of the crew, and I'd like to pick one unfortunate soul,
Mm-hmm.
put a mixture of jelly into their boots.
So I'm assuming like there's a whole section of the of the ship that's like almost like hammocks.
Yeah.
That's how they
Yeah.
tend to sleep. So there's like a sleeping hole.
Yeah, the cots.
Just one unlucky fool who left their boots out
Yep.
in my field of vision.
On the off chance that anyone falls asleep, Ira will be with her, preparing with the spell Sleep Prepared. to put them back to sleep.
Amazing.
So they won't know who did it.
That's great. You guys put some people to sleep as they wake up, and you hear you putting the jelly in their boots. And on the next day, when you guys wake up and the heavy gale is taking over, and China's kind of barking around commands, and Darren's trying to keep everybody on track. Everybody's coming up. They're getting the storm ready together, and Ari's like, "Oh boy, this is dangerous." And somebody comes up and says, "Somebody put fucking jelly in my boots!" And they're like running around.
Can one Spencer? Can you roll me like a D25 or something?
D25. Oh,
I know,
you want to see
it's
which
odd.
person
I want to know
Who
what
it
poor
was.
soul. What poor soul.
How do I roll a d25?
Do you want me to roll it for you? Because I can just go to the bot.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a little easier with Discord.
14.
Okay. 1,
Yeah,
2,
on the
3,
Discord
4,
bot, you can roll
5,
whatever
6,
the fuck you
7,
want. I could roll a D1 million.
12,
Oh.
13, 14.
In fact.
Oh no, you put it in a half-orc's boots.
Oh.
Who put these in my boots? Who's the half orc?
Guys,
A topman called a Kumash.
A Krumash.
rolled-
Everybody's
I
like,
rolled
"Oh
a-
shit! Who put chili in a Krumash's boots? He's gonna beat the shit out of whoever did that."
I rolled a D1 million and got 553,500.
A D1 million. Amazing.
Nice.
All right, so heavy gale is going on. The DC isn't terribly high, but still need to keep the ship intact. So, Captain, go ahead and make an intelligence water vehicles check.
Can I? Oh no, it just automatically right. It just automatically is doubled. Cool, perfect. So intelligence water.
It's all right.
vehicles.
It's automatically doubled. You said.
Oh no, that sucks. Why? Because my proficiency is automatically double because of my fire rune, but I rolled a natural 1.
Oh fuck! You can. It's a skill check, so you can add your modifier.
yeah. So that's not bad. I actually goes from a natural 1 because of all the stuff goes to an 11.
Oh, that's a success.
I literally can't fail with that
Tina
one.
it's like so easy for you. It's like, it's just a gale.
That's right. That's right, because we're playing raw rules on this game, huh?
As much as we can.
Pretty close,
Just
pretty
my
close.
rules mostly.
Yeah.
We're not playing like super duper raw. First mate, make an intimidation check. And then your bosun needs to make a strength check with carpenter's tools, so proficient.
Darren gets to intimidate again.
Yeah, Darren's got a.
No wonder he's got this job.
Bosun.
11.
Yep. And who's your quartermaster?
Do you want the bosun or quartermaster?
Bosun and quartermaster need to roll. The bosun needs
Okay.
to fix up the ship and make sure it doesn't take any damage, and the quartermaster needs to navigate through the storm.
The bosun is a dwarf named Barden,
I love it.
and the quartermaster is a green dragonborn named Smash.
That's right. I remember this. All right. So Smash needs to make a nature check. Just go ahead and give them proficiency. They have a +2. The bosun needs to make a carpenter's tools check. So go ahead and have a +2 in that as well.
The quartermaster got an 11,
Okay. That's a success.
and the bosun got a 12.
Bosun got a 12. And what did Darren get for the intimidation?
11.
Cool. So it is a total
We're all
success.
middle of the road.
The crew's quality score actually increases by 1 for a D4 days. So you guys easily navigate through this storm. It's actually like quite nice, and it's so good that you guys sing a shanty through the whole thing. Ari and Ira, can you guys make performance checks?
I'm gonna actually, since we stopped at a place, I'm gonna remove another 100 gold. 'cause we
Performance?
bought stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am a bard, so 28,
All right.
and I'll inspire Ari.
Oh, cool. 15.
You guys like lead almost kind of like this shanty, this like song and performance through the storm, the gale that you guys go through, and it lightens everybody's spirits to the point where it's just like this like enjoyable experience. Everybody's working hard to get through this gale. It's easy enough. China's laying back. Everybody's having a good time, and it's just so great. And it's just like such a good moment for the ship that you guys have pretty like smooth sailing days for the next couple of days that go by. And mostly after that, it is an easy ride to Chult. It's safe. It's not much else happens throughout that time, and time passes very quickly for everybody else. It doesn't take much too terribly long before you realize you're getting used to this ship. You're getting along with some of the crewmates. Getting to learn about one another more. Or you prank the shit out of that half orc so much, never assumes it's you, and eventually.
Can I do it to other people?
Oh yeah, totally. But I mean, it's just really fun to prank that one half orc.
Yeah.
Because he just never realizes. And the weather starts to get warmer every day as you slowly begin to merge into spring and early summer. What's up?
We stop in a port, correct?
Yes, you do.
Midway through.
Small island.
While we are there, could I try to change my attire?
Yeah, you totally can.
Or more.
Are you changing into your jungly rope safari adventure attire? Yeah, it's actually it. It's a midpoint between the Sword Coast to Chult, so it's like a tourist trap. You go there and it's just like, you need rope, and it's like, yes, yeah! And you need that weird hat and all of the cargo pants and belts.
Ari falls so hard for it.
What type of hat did you get?
Huh?
What type of hat did you get?
It's like the
it's a safari
typical
hat.
A jungle safari hat. That's what she.
Like British explorers would have.
Yeah.
I literally have one of those in my garage.
I want it. Can I borrow it for this game?
It's awesome.
Maybe. Yeah.
Ari comes back to the ship after there and just looking like she's about to go into Indiana Jones.
What'd you
I
get
really want Rabbit just to show it.
At a shop. I got stuff for you.
Or that.
Yeah.
I guess I can, if it doesn't fit exactly, I can just change my body type to fit it, huh?
Yeah.
Very slightly.
And you guys see in the distance the port on the final day. There's a bell that goes off, land ho, and you guys look forward and you see the distant port. Vibrant colors, beautiful place, mountains surrounding it. You see giant green, jungly forested, like hills and mountains off in the distance. You know, like what I'm talking about? Like when you see, like, here.
As you're describing this, I'll look over to Ari, be like, with the shirt and the suspenders, there's nothing to latch my cloak onto.
Oh, my bad. I forgot.
He'll just smirk. But you get the hat, huh? And he'll fold the cloak.
Oh, do you want a hat too?
Did you buy two?
Yes.
In the chat, it's like surrounded by that basically. And it's a bit flat towards the other sides, but you guys can see Port Nyanzaru in the distance, and as it comes to around to midday, it is hot, sweating. Sheena, you're like, it's not that hot.
It's fine.
For reference, it's 100 degrees.
Oh.
And it's the old times.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's the old times. So it is very warm. You are all sweating. It is a difficult time, but you pull up into Port Nyanzaru and prepare for your next adventure into the Tomb of Annihilation. But before we end, all of you, it's like after credits. You guys are pulling into the dock, and you guys are getting ready to set off into Chult, and camera pans down into the distance of the waters, and it zooms in. And this is just for you guys, not your characters. And it zooms in, and you see a massive ship sitting at the edge of Chult. And you just see, as it zooms in even more, the frost giant captain takes down a telescope and brings it down and says, "We found them." And that's where we'll end the session 0.
Oh no.
Did we do?
Yeah.
Gotcha. We're playing Storm King's Annihilation.
Storm King's Waterdeep Dragon Heist Curse of Strahd Tomb of Annihilation.
Curse of the Tomb of Waterdeep.
Tomb of Waterdeep. Oh man.
Curse of the Tomb of Waterdeep.
Thanks for watching the lead up and the introduction into this next chapter of this game. I just gotta say, guys, I love this game. I love the characters. I love all the building we've done with them. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for this. It's gonna be great. The only unfortunate part is going to be it's going to be quite a while before you guys level, because
Yeah.
Tomb of Annihilation actually does have a way to play it as if you guys are 9th or 10th level. And it's like, here, you can run it like this, and it should be fine. The problem is like, you guys don't level for a while, so you'll be sitting on 10 for, like, quite a few games, and then eventually
get to level 14 so I can have wings?
No, fuck that shit.
Hey, Jacob, check the chat.
Will do.
So G Fuel patrons, thank you.
If there was any super chats, we don't know because it's been.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Thanks if you did.
Thank you.
This is past us saying thank you.
All right.
What else?
Yeah.
Well, this will come out soon.
Yeah.
And
We'll have
you know,
we'll have a new player.
Throwing this out there, and when we say new player, we mean never before seen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Exciting.
Unfortunately, you know, with Logan being busy, he can't reprise his role, and with Tim being in Washington, he can't reprise his role as Seymour. But we do have another player on his way. So
yeah. Thanks guys for watching. Thank you guys for playing.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. It was super cool. And we'll see you guys next time on the first episode of Tomb of Annihilation.
Is this not the first episode?
No,
No, this is session 0.
Session
Okay.
zero.
All right. We're out. Goodbye.